Don't put camera.
Turning it on.
Don't put
Okay,
the
so
camera on.
3 minutes.
It looks like it's
Good.
it's live.
3 minutes. It's not live yet. Yeah, we're live?
Yeah.
Oh, we're live. Okay, hi everybody. One person watching. And we start the live stream on Fun then. Eat, Pablo, while you have time.
It's okay. I something I like those.
Start the SoundCloud. See if the stream starts. Should be good. I don't know why the night owl is detecting somebody in the third slot. There's nobody there.
It's computer in my hand probably.
Oh, so that's enough.
All right, we're live.
Can I go get
it?
some water?
Yeah, go.
Now it's better.
Yeah, wonderful.
It's still doing it.
I see. It traces movement and it follows you.
Tu veux un verre d'eau, toi?
No, I have a tea here. I'm good, thank you. Hi guys, we're gonna start any second now. Just finishing up. After a day's work, we're gonna start a night's work. What won't we do? All right. Very good. Get that out of the way.
Watching.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully we'll get much more. Our live streams are always so exciting.
Yeah.
Always something crazy happening.
every single time something new. Yeah.
So I heard that you had some friends from Ukraine that were
Yeah,
watching
they're
it.
joining us. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Making sure we monitor social media so we can answer questions. Marvelous.
Ils sont trop basses.
Yeah, we're waiting for Stephen also to join us. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a large following from X.
Yeah. Already 4 people are watching. 4 from X. Yeah. That's
Don't
good.
forget your Twitch guy.
Twitch is on.
If he wants to see it.
Yeah, there is the Twitch guy.
One viewer who watches us on
Miss
Twitch.
Cherry's wife.
It's really too short.
Completely short.
So if I'm looking.
J'ai
no.
froid aujourd'hui. Je garde ma veste.
Let's see if we got Stephen on.
Toi, tu lis le groupe des investisseurs parce que that I can't follow. If you want me to look at the other.
Okay, Steve's gonna be in shortly.
Jeff sounds, hey guys, holding a good floor. Let's run this up. Yeah, definitely. Should I make this bigger?
You know how blind I am. Yeah.
Oh,
No, we're both very.
10 people. One from YouTube. Yeah, it's me from this account. Okay. Can we get this horizontal? So get this horizontal.
Yeah, cut the audio on your.
No, it's on my phone. That's
That's your
cut
phone.
it.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to look at the
Not me.
the questions.
Yeah.
Same here. Or monitoring the questions on Fun and also
It's not easy and well.
on Pump. Yeah, it's kind of small and fun. So guys, we are live on YouTube, on Twitch, on X Live, and on Pump Fun. All right, cool. Steve is going to be joining us any minute. Some people like in California, like solarized, and I hope 5 p.m. is going to join us as well. We do things off the cuff here, and there's always something like incredible and unexpected that happened.
Yes.
Maybe Karen, you want to recap what happened yesterday? It was pretty awesome. With the guys who went to the landmarks.
And they pass and get 1 million.
Oh, for that, okay. Yes, so in the past 2 days, we've made already 6 big winners for visiting landmarks, sending us proof with their videos, and winning big chunks of tokens and NFTs.
As well, indeed.
And we still have a contest going on.
Yeah, till tomorrow, 10 p.m.
Yes.
We did an extension of
We
24 hours.
Exactly. We did an extension to give people more time. So you have to go out, visit a landmark that's from the database right near your city, your home.
Confirm your presence.
Claim your tokens, try to film all that on video, send us the proof, and share it on your social medias.
Exactly.
We'll share it on our social medias too, but share it on your social medias, tag Ulys Quest, and if you do all that, then we will see which one has the highest views and highest shares.
Exactly.
And we'll win a chunk of, how many? 50,000 tokens.
50,000 Quest tokens.
Or 500. Or 500,000, I don't know, 50,000.
So hopefully we'll get some new videos tonight. We've been having them for the last 2 days. Or some businesses, like yesterday, that want to have a QR code installed in their business to
Remove that, please.
push people to use the app.
So we're waiting for Stephen because he's been obsessed for the past 2 days. He wants somebody to go
to Egypt.
To Egypt.
To Egypt. Yeah, he wants somebody in Egypt at the pyramids.
And a nice video.
Yeah, a nice video of the pyramids in Egypt. Somebody claiming their tokens at the pyramid. I think that would be intense. Although right now it's problematic because in Egypt it's late.
Well, it's,
And I think
it's
the
earlier
site-
than in Malta.
The site is closed.
It's probably 9.
There you have to be close to it, or it's too far from the.
I'd have to check the GPS coordinates to see if.
But if the person hears us, you can still do it tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
and you can be part of the contest if you share it on social media.
Okay, Stephen.
Stephen will definitely reshare it.
Hey, Stephen.
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
Of course, the one that I really want to see is closed. You know what I mean? Like, is that not my luck or what? I was going to say.
No, but they can still do it in the hours of the morning and still show it to us.
Right? If somebody could do that, that would be really, really great. And I really want to see a video of the actual pyramid itself.
So a big shout out to the people in Egypt. Hopefully somebody can go turn a video,
I shared the link with
next to the pyramids, claim their tokens, and share it. Stephen will be extremely happy.
Yeah. So Pavlo is taking care of the technical stuff now, not me. Finally a break. So somebody is asking, well, how much does Quest token cost? So we're sharing in the chat the link to Deck Screener, so people can go check out the token, and if they want to join us and buy it.
It's cool. The correct one. It's the correct one. Okay. Tak, Andriju, proszę na to posłanie. Deck Screener.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you see, like if you put your mouse on the message, she said, if you click, you see now you're showing it on the screen.
Yeah.
So if you hide it, It's the first time he's using StreamYard, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to coach him live. So guys, after a full day of work, we're here at the live stream now in the dead of night. It's 8:16 p.m. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna go on for a few hours. And with the interaction that we hope to have with our listeners, this could get interesting. Yesterday, we had one guy go to the Washington Monument. He arrived there right in front. It was night. It was cold. And he gets there and he's like, okay, let's see if this works. And somebody was filming him and he clicks and he's like, you've earned 50 questions. So okay, I got it. Let's go. Let's go right away. It was hilarious.
That was really great.
You'll get the different types of users. The one that goes from the landmark to the other. Okay, got my tokens. I can leave. I've seen enough of the landmark. And others that will just stay around and stick around and really visit.
Well, the guy obviously wasn't a tourist. He lived in Washington. So he's like, I've seen that one. I've seen the obelisk belonging to Egypt in the dead of Washington. Yeah.
Yeah. So take advantage of all the Christmas and holiday decorations and lighting in the city and go out. And I encourage every listener right now to go out and visit the closest, nearest landmark in their city and send us proof so everybody can enjoy. And let's all travel together.
Yeah. So in Europe, it's perfect. It's at night. In the US, it's 2 o'clock, 2:20 in the afternoon, the East Coast. So I don't know if 5 p.m. is going to join us today. And we have Solarized on the West Coast, so he's in California. We'll see if he can join us, but there's 9-hour time difference. Some people are still at work in the US.
About 11 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast.
And I believe Solarized said he was going to set up shop somewhere in a busy place and try to get some people to use the app.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully, right? Hopefully we get a slew of people coming in.
And hopefully we get a little video of what's happening, like where he decides to.
Well, of course. I mean, the guy is not going to not film.
I really want to see some of these top 100, though. I'm trying to think of something else that I want to see other than the pyramids. It would be really great if one person from each continent would go to a top 100. That would be amazing.
So the top 20 landmarks, the Genesis collection that we minted, we have the Acropolis in Greece. That's a nice spot, but once again, it's late at night.
Right.
So,
But giving ideas for the ones that are going to wake up early tomorrow and.
Pablo, do you want my keyboard to plug it in?
No, it's Ukrainian.
A Ukrainian keyboard. Funny. We have the Alhambra in Spain. It's also nighttime in Spain. Angkor Wat in Asia. The Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. Buckingham Palace. The Burj Khalifa in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. There, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil.
Okay.
It's still early there.
Is that big statue, that big white statue on the ocean?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Zyron, are you listening, Zyron? you're in Brazil.
Is it daytime there right now?
All there. Depends how close to the landmark.
Zyron is an early follower. He's one of our top investors. And he is a hardcore believer in this project. I think you're the guy that has to do it, man. You're the guy in Brazil.
Well, if he does it while we're on air and he gets a video, I'll give him 50,000.
You'll give him 50,000 hugs.
I got a little bit of quest left.
He's got more quests than you do, I think. Yeah, you could now remove the message, hide.
It's a new one.
It's a new one. Sorry.
Of the second friend.
All right.
So he's asking us why this token, why this coin was created.
Go ahead, Pablo.
Okay, so this token was created this is a utility token, the quest token. This token was created to.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on. He's asking in Ukrainian there?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, answer him in Ukrainian.
I will. I just want to say this in English and then in Ukrainian too.
Okay.
So the token was created to let our utility work how we want it to work. Like people go somewhere, they visit a place, they confirm that they visited something, and yeah, they get it as a reward. So yeah, they claim the token, and that's why the token exists. We also have two tokens, LNI and Questini. Okay, Questini is just funny one. We are gonna have some memes with him, but LNI is Landmark NFT Initiative, and yeah, this one is also cool because it's only we are gonna only use this for when someone wants to buy the NFT or yeah, something like this. He would need to purchase the NFTs with the LNI. Okay. Now in Ukraine. Окей, ця монета, ми зробили цю монету, щоб зробити нашу платформу можливою, щоб вона працювала так, як ми хочемо. У нас є 3 монети, одна з них це Questini, це просто будуть приколи, ми будемо робити багато мемів з ним, можна купити Questini. Також можна купити LNI, Landmark NFT Initiative, ця потрібна, якщо ви хочете купити NFT. І основна наша монета – це utility token, це не є просто якийсь мемкоін. Quest token використовується для того, щоб нагороджувати людей за те, що вони відвідують якесь місце, наприклад, Ейфелова вежа чи там, не знаю, багато інших місць, Ейфелова вежа, Ватикан, Статуя Свободи в Нью-Йорку. Якщо ви це відвідуєте, ви нажимаєте кнопку «Відвідав» і ви отримуєте 50 монет. Для цього і монета була створена. Okay?
Okay, I agree.
Okay. So he now asks this on Twitch. Oh no, it's me. It was me. It was me answering in the chat. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but you can ask us anytime any other question you have in English too. Yeah.
Will people get more Quest tokens if they go in winter when there's a storm or when it's raining and nobody visits the landmarks?
Do you know that I actually can do that? I have
According to the weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have the ability to code the platform.
Mhm.
When somebody claims the Quest token,
To check the weather
to
outside.
check the weather
They're at that
and
place.
based on the temperature to adjust the amount of reward, I can do
Wow.
it. I can code it.
Yeah, because we were talking about him going to the Washington Monument and it was freezing.
Mm.
And so in that case, you wouldn't even have any more like low seasons for landmarks.
And we're going to talk about the crazy ideas we had for people to claim Quest, but let me give a quick breakdown of what it is for the people joining us for the first time. We got about 31 people watching right now.
Okay.
We know it's gonna increase. Like we reach numbers of like 350 viewers, and it's growing every day. So, yeah, Ulys Quest is the first ever Web3 travel to earn ecosystem. It is defined by 3 words: you visit, you confirm, and you earn. So you visit a landmark, and we currently have 103,173 landmarks in our database, spanning across 197 countries. So you visit a landmark, you confirm your presence using our app. It really checks if you're there, if you're within 50 meters of the landmark. And once you confirm your presence, you receive a reward of 50 Quest tokens. So that is the basic mechanism of the platform. But on top of that, we have a very cool AI agent built in. It acts as your travel guide, your AI super smart travel guide, and it will give you the description of the landmark you're at. It's going to give you architectural facts, historical facts, fun facts, basically everything you need to know. You'd get more information out of Claude Sonnet 4.5 that we use through Amazon Bedrock than you would if you had your high school history teacher with you over there. Also, if you've never been in a particular city and you need to figure out what you're going to visit if you're doing some tourism, or even if you're in your own hometown and you want to know like what direction to take to optimize your hunt for quest tokens, then you could use our AI quest route generator, and it will like pick between 5 and 7 locations that are close to your GPS coordinates, and it will guide you there using OpenStreetMaps or Google Maps. And once you confirm your presence at those locations, you can get the information with the AI tour guide, and you could move on to the next one. All this is optimized for maximum quest token collection and to make your trip unforgettable. Now, I'm going to take a minute here to just clarify one thing. We had a couple of people that went to landmarks and were like, I'm there, I'm standing in front of the door of the museum, and I click confirm my presence, and it tells me that I'm not at the right spot. I'm like hundreds of feet away, or even 1,000 foot away. Sorry. Our system verifies with the GPS coordinates of your phone that you are really within 50 meters of the GPS coordinates of the location, but that as they are in our database. So if, for example, you open the app and you see like the Milwaukee Art Museum, that was the case 48 hours ago. And people were like, I'm in front of the museum. I found it, and it tells me that like it was 300 feet away, 200 meters. And I did the adjustment in real time in the database so that I corrected the GPS coordinates to put it actually at that spot where the couple that was there, Eric and Ellie, to collect their reward. But actually that was an error, because of course they live in Milwaukee. So they knew exactly where the museum was. So they just went there and they went to the front door. But our system needs to verify that you are within 50 meters of the GPS coordinates that we have in our database. So when you select a location, you have to use the Google Map guidance or the OpenStreetMap guidance within the card of the location in the app, and it will take you to that exact precise location where your founded button will not fail you. I think you.
We have another question. How much tokens do you get when you visit, for example, say Eiffel Tower?
Okay, I'll answer that in a second. So that's very, very important. Don't second guess the system, and I think it's a bit our fault also. We will add instructions in the card to say, please use the Google Maps that we provide to get you to the exact GPS coordinates. Because like, for example, a museum can take a whole block and can have multiple entrances. Which one do we use? So we're not on site in every country and every location in the world to be able to be there and check, etc. So we're going to have to do some quality assurance, some QA testing with you, the public that are using the app and sending us some feedback. But at the same time, if you want to collect your 50 Quest tokens, just follow the GPS guidance that we provide, and it will never fail you. So it's not errors on our part in the database. There aren't any errors. It's just that because somebody living in Milwaukee knows where the museum is, he just goes and he goes to the front door and he thinks it's there. No, use the guidance and it will take you 300 feet from there and exactly at the spot where you're supposed to be, and you collect.
It's not 50 meters or 100 meters next to the main entrance. It's 50 meters from the GPS coordinates to be that are in the database.
Exactly.
So that's very important, because that tells you exactly how to play. So yes, this will be added on the website just to make sure that every user understands this little difference. But that's how you'll be able to claim your tokens, instead of maybe thinking that there's an error somewhere.
So the question here, how much tokens do you get when you visit, for example, the Eiffel Tower? At the present time, every single landmark in the world pays out the same amount of tokens, 50. It's our first shot at this. We just.
But don't forget
it's not
the
lawful.
special subscription where you can get more tokens.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
good point, Steve.
if you
Very
will.
true.
On our platform, you have the option to go in the shop. If you go in the shop and you take the VIP status, you pay $250, I think it is, one-time fee for life,
Yes.
flat fee, one-time fee. Then suddenly, every landmark that you visit rewards you with 100 Quest tokens instead of 50. That's simple.
Okay, but I have a question.
Mhm.
The one who actually takes the VIP, that membership
Yeah.
for lifetime, gets 100 tokens instead of the 50. The person owning the NFT
Mhm.
doesn't get 10 in that case,
It gets 20.
gets 20.
The system works on a percentage basis when we talk about the rewards. You're
So
absolutely.
talking to all the ones interested in the NFTs,
Mhm.
yes, you get 10 Quest tokens out of the 50 for users that have the basic, the free way to use the app. But the ones that subscribe to the VIP to get their 100 tokens instead, to get the double, well, you'll also get the double if you're earning the NFT of that landmark.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one is in Ukrainian. I'm typing.
Yeah. So there's also something important.
Uh-huh.
You might think, okay, 50 Quest tokens if I go to the Eiffel Tower, or if I go, I don't know, in a Chateau de la Loire in France, which is harder to access, or Mont Saint-Michel, like, because we're talking France. You have to take into account that when you're in Paris, accessing the Eiffel Tower is actually quite easy. It is the main attraction. We didn't think that we had to reward already a prime real estate landmark that you're going to go visit. If you're a tourist in Paris, there's no way you're not going to go see the Eiffel Tower. So why does it deserve us to reward somebody more for visiting the Eiffel Tower rather than a beautiful fountain in a town square? We're rewarding the action of going to a place and confirming your presence. We're not rewarding you for being at a specific location because it's a higher tier landmark, unless it's a business. So for example, if a Quest host location like a restaurant or a hotel adds his location with us, pays for this inclusion, then there are more rewards granted. So like, for example, if you visit a restaurant in our database, because it is part of our ecosystem and not just an advertiser, you receive 75 Quest tokens instead of 50. So it's more about the level of partnership and corporate sponsorship as well, where we can give more because corporations participate in offering gifts. And it's not just limited to Quest tokens. Like, restaurants could also offer you free coffee for just walking in, or a free dessert with your meal, or a 10% discount. They're each going to have their own perks.
But I can add something. If the government decides to own the landmarks in his city or country, we mentioned that they could get the 20% commission, and you reinvest that money, those profits, into preservation and maintenance and conservation of the infrastructures. But there's also another possibility for governments in that case. Instead of reinvesting it, let's say they get money from the Eiffel Tower, from the tourists over there. Well, they can use that money to give a bigger reward to the ones going to smaller, because they have to deal with over-tourism and mass tourism in certain areas. And they're trying to find ways to divert the tourist to less known, less visited places. So that could be a way. If they're making profits, they could reward with an extra on top of the 50 tokens that people Yeah, but the platform gives 50 tokens no matter where you go.
Yeah.
But the government himself could just take part of those profits and say, okay, if you go to that lesser known chateau or fountain or whatever it is, in a little city, that can be a gem actually, but that people don't think of going there, well, you'll make 70, 20, 30, 50 extra tokens. But that could be another way of also of dealing with over-tourism.
Well, there's a way also that we can implement things in the future, talking about that. We could let actually like governments or even companies buy Quest tokens. They have their own reserve.
And there
In their management platform as Quest host locations, they would add their, like Solana wallet holding these tokens, then they would sign over these Quest tokens to a smart contract. And then they are distributing the rewards and quests to tourists. So that mechanism that is used by our platform within our smart contract, a third party can actually use it.
So then the user could have the Quest tokens for confirming their presence at a landmark from Ulys Quest.
Yeah.
But could also profit from other rewards, either from businesses or governments or whoever wants
Exactly.
to
Now,
have their reserve and then distribute them slowly.
and the thing with that is that when, let's say, a restaurant buys some Quest tokens, transfers them to the smart contract to reward the people that come to their restaurant, people getting the commission, if it's a landmark, so the restaurant's not a good example, but say if a government owns a landmark, like if the government in Rome would buy the Colosseum because it is so expensive to maintain and preserve it, and the Italian government, like every government in the world now, has a lot of trouble financially, and allocating money to like restoration or preservation of landmarks is difficult in the economical context that there is right now. So they would have a way to attract more visitors to it. So there's the management of tourists, which means that, yeah, when there's over tourism, especially at peak times, that is the moment where they can influence some people to go to a lesser known location, offload the traffic at that space at that moment, and compensate people with the reward. But then they're the ones who control how much they want to give.
Yes, but then again, if there's over-tourism in one place, the problem with it is because the over-tourism has a cost for the government. But in that case, if the over-tourism brings in more money, don't know how governments are going to react to it. Are they really going to try and divert it or benefit from that money? Because they're complaining and adding taxes because it has a cost on the infrastructures around.
You gave the example of Venice.
Yes.
So Venice, you have to pay $5.
€5
to enter Venice now in Italy. So instead of doing that,
if they were just getting their 10 Quest tokens per visitor, with the value of the token increasing, they wouldn't need to ask anymore the €5 per visitor.
so for the Italian government, we could actually turn Venice into one big landmark.
Yeah.
And set up the commission structure for them. Somebody is asking a question: will you expand the number of token places? If yes, what cities will be next? All right, we're already present in 197 countries. We do have 103,173 landmarks. They're always public places, easy to access, and they have significance. We will be expanding to make sure to have landmarks in every single country in the world. Presently, with 197, it includes even North Korea and Iran, and we don't care about what's happening politically or religious issues or wars. All we care about is mapping every single landmark in the world and rewarding people for going there. The rest is not a problem for us.
But there will be a way on the website to suggest, to submit suggestion of landmarks if you can't find them in the database. If you know of any around you that are not there, you can submit the suggestion. We'll check the coordinates, GPS coordinates, and add it to the database.
You have to be aware. The way that we did it is like we used Google's API, so we paid for that, and we get the information, we get the landmarks from Google Places. But in Google Places, there are 20 million locations. So we have to use AI to use very powerful filters to be able to really filter out stuff that we don't want in there. Because Google Places will include restaurants, it's going to include businesses. We're not putting businesses on the platform unless they're Quest hosts, locations, and partners. They're adding fire stations, police stations, schools, all sort of like political buildings and stuff. So we have to filter that out carefully and make sure it's always landmarks. Considering the number, it's really hard. But we did already 100,000 in like a year, and I hope that at least in 2026 we'll reach 250,000. And we will make sure, first of all, to have at least a location in every single country in the world. So from 197, we're going to expand to the ones missing and add something. Now, as Karen said, we are going to create a special webpage on the site once you log into your account. And if there is a location that you like and that you would like to add, we would like to see us add it to the database, then you'll be able to submit it. And after a review, it will be added if it has significance. I do say a review because, for example, somebody 2 days ago sent me an address in New York and said, could you add this location? And I look and it's an apartment complex and they do Airbnb rentals. So no, it's not going to be automated.
It has to be of public interest, people learning something about the culture, the history, while visiting that landmark. So there has to be a benefit to it. So obviously an Airbnb building doesn't respond to that. So no. But you will be able to submit and we'll do the internal review. And if it's of public interest for everybody to go there and visit and see and learn, obviously we'll add it to the database.
Now, obviously when you're on crypto Twitter, you're also interested in a Quest token. So let's talk about that for a second. Quest token is the governance token of our platform. It will be there forever. It's the one that we use to pay out the rewards to the people that visit our landmarks. What's interesting about it is that we pay 50 Quest tokens when somebody visits a landmark, but to offset the number of tokens we're distributing, first of all, the way we acquired them, we launched Quest on Solana on Pump Fund, so it was a fair launch. Distribution is really good. And we purchased 3.6% of the supply, 36 million coins. They're presently locked up in StreamFlow. Guys like our friend Steven that's here locked up 4%. So we locked 7%, and other like major investors locked several percentage points. So we have a lot of tokens locked up for a while. And that is how we acquired the supply in the open market to use them for the reward system and distribute it. So already there, we're good, we got that covered. Now to offset that, every single location in our database is being converted into digital real estate. So we call them landmark NFTs, but NFT has nothing to do with digital art in this case. When you own one of those landmarks on our platform, it's real life monopoly. You own that place forever, and you receive between 5 and 20% commission every time somebody visits the location that you own and confirms his presence. So somebody who owns the Eiffel Tower, every visitor that goes to the Eiffel Tower and confirms his presence, then you receive 20% commission for life. So he gets 40 and you get 10. He's paying you rent because he's visiting the location that you sponsored. Voila, there you go. So every single landmark that we'll be selling, so 100,000 landmarks will be sold on our own NFT marketplace. That is being launched on January 1st. I coded the whole platform, I have to deploy it. Then systematically, all the funds accumulated there, and we're talking millions of dollars, is going to go directly into the purchase of Quest, and it's going to go in our treasury, and we will lock it up.
To be able to reward.
It's
To
not
continue to-
to take it off the market. It's really
Okay.
deflation.
Deflation.
Yeah, deflatory token, but not in
Okay.
the sense where we burn, or the sense of we take it back and we lock it up. As I explained previously, we're not going to burn any tokens. We can't, because it's not like the way that it works. We didn't like create a token, mint it, and like decide on the
Decide on-
distribution and mint tokens to have supply for the next 10 years, etc. When you deploy on Pump Fund, it's open market, and we have to acquire supply just like anybody else. And also, it prevents us from minting any two new tokens. What's there is like it's permanent. So if we start burning tokens, we increase scarcity. At some point, we're going to have an issue. We're going to run out of tokens. It's more important for us to like buy or accumulate the supply, or have people buy the landmark NFTs, and that goes in our treasury, and then we won't run out for like 10 or 20 years to come. Because if we break the mechanism, then we got a problem, and we got a serious problem. We can't burn, because like we have a very, very dynamic platform. And if you imagine that within 3 years, we're going to have 100 million people using the platform, because who's not going to want to use it when they just go to a place and earn free crypto? There's going to be a lot of transactions on Quest. Yeah.
So we have a question in Ukrainian, but I'm
I'll let you
translating.
translate.
So he asks, why shouldn't we use the app? Why shouldn't we use the app?
We are still trying to find the answer to that.
Why shouldn't we? Or
Yes.
Should not, yeah.
Why you shouldn't?
Why you shouldn't use
We
the app?
haven't found.
Because you're a potato couch. You stay on your potato couch all day. I mean, you stay on your couch like a potato all day, and you watch TV or Netflix.
But they can still use the app.
Yeah.
There's the virtual quest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit. Man, you
So
have
there's
no
no-
answer.
Even if the person's a potato couch, staying home, doesn't want to go out, well, in that
Still
case,
earn.
just go. Once you create your account, there is the virtual quest in the menu,
Yeah.
from what I remember. And then you start answering questions and earning tokens for every right answer.
How can you not remember? You're at level 20 yourself.
No, I'm not at 20 yet. Not there yet. So there is 1,000 questions actually on Malta.
Yeah.
And we'll be adding virtual quests on different countries. So then eventually you'll be able to choose the country where you want to ask, where you want to be tested on your knowledge.
Yeah, we use Malta as a prototype. We are in Malta in the European Union. So we start with 1,000 questions. There's so much history and culture here that it was very interesting.
So it's another way of learning also that's something beneficial that can be used in schools easily. Let the students create an account, log in, and just start answering cultural and historical questions about a country. So there's already 1,000 questions available on Malta. Test your knowledge either before going to visit that country, or once you come back from vacation and see how much you learned, you can test your knowledge using the virtual quest. So to answer the question, why shouldn't we use the app? We don't know. Stephen and I have been trying to find an answer to that question. Is there one single reason not to use the app? If somebody has an answer to that, feel free to let us know.
Yeah.
Up to now, we haven't found one single reason not to use the app. Well, you're looking at
I'm
the.
answering.
Steven wants.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
exactly what it came down to, is because it was why should you use the app? But they all come back to, well, why shouldn't you? Because
Yeah.
Well, somebody is going, sorry, Steve, 1
No,
second.
go ahead.
Somebody is asking, lol, what is this? Because somebody just bought some LNI tokens, Landmark NFT Initiative. that is the only token that you can use to buy a landmark NFT.
Okay.
It will be the official currency of our platform that we're launching on the 1st. I mean, the NFT marketplace. I
Yes,
can't use Quest token, which is meant like to be the governance token of Quest, and also use it as a platform, as the main currency for the NFT platform. Then I have an issue with the regulator, because then I'm turning it into a security.
Yeah.
Currently, Quest is definitely not a security, because we acquired the tokens on the open market, we distribute it to people who earn the rewards, and we are never custodian of these coins. If suddenly, because when people earn the points on our platform, then they claim the equivalent in reward in Quest token. They receive it, we send it straight to their wallet. It's not a wallet on our platform, it's your wallet, the one you own on Solana. So we're not custodians, so we're not breaking any laws, so any securities laws. We just buy and we distribute like gift. Okay,
Right,
Ryan,
so for the ones that were wondering, why is there more than one token? What is there LNI and Questini and Quest? It's because they each have a specific purpose. That's
especially
why,
LNI.
Yeah, especially LNI.
Yeah.
But
So
even Questini, because that's the fun part of it, and we don't want it to affect the value of the Quest, which is the governance token and the utility token and the one for the rewards. So it's a way of making each one safer.
1 second. So Ryan says that he was the one who bought the LNI, but on GM.ai, but can't send it. It's another marketplace. I don't understand, because I mean, LNI is a token that was launched on PunFun. It's on the Solana blockchain, just like any other token, and
It's available.
I don't have control of that. It's just a currency that we're going to use for the governance, for the reward mechanism as well. So it's not
Should I give him the link?
So to everybody, hint, LNI already exists, and it's extremely low right now. If you want to
but
guess
LNI,
what the future is going to be.
LNI is not about the market cap. LNI is the currency. You buy it to buy landmark NFTs
That's it.
on our page, landmark.nft.site. Then when it's going to be the main currency of the NFT marketplace we're opening, then that's another story. If they want to speculate on it, free for them to do.
Right.
But
So basically, they're being told that every single landmark, other than the ones being given away at this time, will have to be purchased with LNI, the Landmark
Absolutely.
NFT initiative,
Yes, absolutely.
which is open and available at this moment.
Yes.
yeah, so some people are already wondering, I looked at my account and I didn't receive the 1 million tokens you promised me yesterday, like Dr. MM.
Yes, okay.
Dude, calm down.
No, I'll
let
take
you
out.
answer, because like everybody's jumping. I didn't receive my NFT. I didn't get my
Alex is the one who
Whoa,
has
whoa.
to code and do all this, even if it takes a few minutes for each person. I took notes of everybody that was gifted either NFTs or specific NFTs or a spot on the whitelist, or 10,000, 50,000, 1 million tokens were granted. I took notes of everything. Slowly, Alex will be able to take care of that, and I'll be able to check that. I'll make sure that every one of you will receive. So just be patient, because there's a lot to do right now between the live streams and making sure there's some coding for the platform, but we haven't forgotten about you. It's just that it falls on Alex, and for all the tech stuff and coding, it has to be him. So I just have my list. Every night I take notes.
It's not just that.
Yeah, the token is locked.
Well, for the NFTs, you said it's going to, on January 1st, when the market's going to be launched, the marketplace is going to be launched, then you'll be able to deploy, because he explained yesterday that the NFTs have to be minted.
Well, exactly.
So for the NFTs, it's one thing, but for the tokens.
Yeah, for the tokens, even, you're going to get them. Don't worry, we got a list, but we got a lot to do. And you can't withdraw them right now. You have to pass the KYC, first of all. Second, that you can do at any time. Second, we're not going to authorize any withdraw the tokens before the market cap of Quest reaches $1 million. It's no use. I mean, you're going to withdraw now 1 million tokens. What is it worth? $2. So
But you can't withdraw them without the KYC yet.
no, you
until-
can't. You can't withdraw without the KYC. Got to pass the KYC because we have to show the government who we're sending the token to.
But you still need the 1 million market cap.
And we still need the 1 million market
Right.
cap. I mean, it's useless. Right now, the market cap is too low. What are you going to, what are you going to do? Want to withdraw $2? Some people would fail. But you don't have anything to worry about because it's going to be credited on your account. So you own them no matter what.
Well, and another good way of looking at that is you are going to receive those million tokens, basically guaranteeing that the market cap is 1 million. So it's much more substantial. You're actually getting a lot.
Yeah, but I think it's human psychology. People want to feel in control. I have it; they're mine. They're going to be credited on your account. They're yours. They're not going anywhere.
If anybody wants to check or send a reminder by email, and I can just confirm by email that yes, it's noted, it's on our list.
Karine is keeping track of everything. We're not dropping the ball on anybody. We know exactly what we owe to who, and everybody's going to get it. So just we still got some integration to do.
I take notes of it every day. Every time we gift somebody something or we say something on during our lives or
it's
posting.
like, honestly, I would rather be at my desk right now coding, but I have to do lives for 12 hours a day. When I'm not here, the price
But it's fun.
the price goes down. So I'm like, Alex, you got to go live to bring in some new investors and keep it up. Well, investors, you want me coding or you want me here?
Both. We want you.
I'll code while I'm here on camera. I can do it. It's not a problem.
Yeah, we saw that the other day. It's a lot to do for one person, that's for sure. I think if anybody was in your position, they would understand that you can't do 5 things at the same time.
But you're not losing anything even waiting because, like Steven said, when you're going to get the tokens credited in your account and you'll be able to withdraw them, it's because we hit the 1 million market cap. So in value, they're already worth more. And for the NFTs, nobody's getting any NFTs before January 1st anyways, because he has to deploy the platform just for the marketplace, just for the landmarks, and he has to mint them. So nobody's getting any NFT before. So don't worry, you're not losing anything in the meantime at all. But I'm taking notes of everyone. We're not going to forget anybody. And every time we're going to be able to either credit or send the NFT, I'll check to make sure that the person has received it.
The only thing that's time sensitive is getting on that whitelist and securing your position so that you get top choice of which landmarks you want.
Yes, that's true. So to get your spot to get an NFT, you have to buy LNI and reserve your spot on the whitelist for those 10,000 NFTs.
I'm on our website, ulys.site. Right there, you've got the link to Pump Fund and Dex Screener to
buy the LNI.
And it's on, and you have the link directly to the page to acquire these NFTs. So
what number are we at here on the whitelist? If somebody were to purchase right now, what
15.
What number?
The next person would be 15.
15th. So that's a pretty good chance you're going to get the one you want. Or
number 15 is the next one.
The earlier you buy your LNIs and you reserve your spot, the higher chances you have of getting the NFT that you want out from the list.
And to remind people it's 10 per wallet, which was meant to be 10 per person, but that can only be controlled so much. So 10.
So 10 per wallet?
right?
Is that what you said?
Well, it's kind of the way that we're trying to limit
Yes.
abuse, and we don't, but, on the other hand, if somebody wants a tier 1 landmark, they could spend $1.7 million and buy the top 20. There's no
Right.
limit on
No, there's no
And
limit
own,
on the top tier ones,
basically.
but from the 10,000,
Yeah.
that's the one where it's limited to
Well,
10 per wallet.
Well, we do it on purpose. We want to try and give everybody a chance to get a good spot and to pick them.
No, and everybody
among
to
the
have a
first ones
chance to
pick.
just have at least one NFT.
But for $1.7 million, you could basically control world travel. You know what I mean?
So, who is funding your project? There's nobody funding the project. It was bootstrapped completely. We financed it, Karen, my co-founder, and myself entirely out of pocket. I've known her for barely like 35 years or so.
40? But I won't say my age.
40? How can I have known her for 40 years if she's 30 years old? It's impossible.
But basically, the company doesn't owe any money at all, other than to the person that, received an extra 1 million, or to these other people who are going to get 10,000.
Yes.
Yeah, and we already bought. We have that reserve in Streamflow. It's already locked, so we got the money to pay that already.
But yeah, there's no, we don't owe money to anyone. There's no.
So we didn't take any money from angel investors, private investors, venture capital firms. Nobody owns a single percentage of this company besides us. And we bootstrapped it entirely. It took me 2 years to code it. It took me 4,000 hours of work, and we're still working every day on it. Pablo is a developer here in the company as well. He's working on it as well. And how do we make money? Well, it's very simple. We don't depend on this Quest token that you, the investors, can invest in right now and make an insane amount of profit and money if you buy and hold. The way that we make money is with corporate deals. We want to have the governments, we want to have the airlines, we want to have the hotel chains, the restaurants, the businesses all over the world to be included in the app.
The reservations platforms.
Yeah, so like a travel agent could literally have his booking engine on our platform and do and offer bookings and reservations in his country or across the whole world using that engine. We got some massive corporate deals in the works in the back end. Yesterday, for 2 days ago, or was it
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So yesterday, for
Lose
example,
track
just
of
take
time.
something very simple. Eric and Ellie in Milwaukee and Wisconsin, they went to the Milwaukee Art Museum. They confirmed their presence there. They earned 50 Quest tokens. And they wanted the bean in Chicago, so we gave them the bean as a landmark NFT. And they are friends with the director of the art museum in Milwaukee, and we're going to try and make a deal with them to, for example, have a QR code of the US Quest platform at the entrance there. So everybody that goes to the museum could use the app and claim Quest, and that's going to increase our visibility greatly, and it's going to allow us to announce a partnership with top museum in the world.
But any museum, any restaurant, whether it's a whole chain of restaurants or not a chain, it's just a small business. The good thing about it is that the small businesses or the big businesses have a location card on the map, and they have the same visibility as compared to Web2, Google. When you do a search,
the fairness
if you
is
don't-
complete.
Exactly, that's what I want. It's fair, even for the small businesses compared to the big corporations. It's fair because they have a location on the map.
Because
the same
people
way.
that make a search, they use the filters like city or state. They use the
It's only
filters
the
like,
one paying a lot that can be on top.
it's like, show me the location within 100 meters or 200 meters of me. And these locations appear based on their GPS presence. It's not based on how much a
Money
company paid
to get
show
to
up.
there.
And that's why they're Quest host locations, they're partners. There's no advertising on our platform. We don't have banners and pop-ups and stuff. So you could consider that the Quest token is literally, it was born practically as a CTO. it's a community takeover, literally. Because we, just like you, we bought some tokens and we put them aside. I think we have enough tokens for the next 10 years to pay out the rewards on the platform. Now the community could take over Quest Token. You could buy whatever you want. We didn't use like a whole bunch of wallets to buy a lot of stock, to buy a lot of supply, and then rug you guys, etc. We're not touching that at all. We are a legitimate business. We're a big business. My co-founder and I are 2 Shark Tank veterans. We struck a major deal on the Shark Tank. We did the Metaverse Expo and the Jigsaw Puzzle International Convention in Vegas. And we have corporate dreams. This is a legacy project. It's going to be a gift to the world. We're going to transform this into a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, making that all of you who hold Quest tokens are going to have voting rights to decide on which direction this company is going to take. And the DAO obviously is managed through a smart contract, and the voting mechanism goes through a smart contract as well. So you're going to be able to decide, who you elect on the board, who's the management, and when I won't be here anymore, who's the CEO. And you're going to be able to prevent this company from falling in the hands of some greedy fucking bastards and turning a beautiful dream and something for everybody into a money-making machine like Meta, that's become absolutely disgusting. I fucking hate going on Facebook. All you see is ads, and the content is completely manipulated. It's completely disgusting. It killed all the joy. You don't even see in your feed the feed of like your friends and your family. All you see is the shit that they push on you because people paid for
ads,
access, visibility, or ads. So screw them. We're not doing that. At least not as long as we're alive, right?
So to answer the question, who's funding? There's nobody.
Exactly. There's no funding.
Alex and I with our time, skills,
so that's
dedication. That's it.
That's why, although 95% of Web3 projects that were mostly making games or making exchanges, there's so many exchanges now, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm contacted every day. Oh, list your token on our exchange. Like this stuff, dude. I've never even heard of you. We have 10 million users. Yeah, right. You do. Of course you do. It's like, come on, man. Bullshit. It's not.
Yeah. Well, there's not even the mass onboarding from Web 2 to Web 3. So how can the exchanges have that many users?
So although projects have disappeared, and some of them had received millions of dollars in funding, and have literally disappeared or had to shut down recently, especially after the October 10th crash that wiped out the market. Even people that were leveraged only with a 2x and had a position open with $1 million were completely wiped out. So you have 1.6 million retail investors that lost absolutely everything to the October 10/11 crash. And the Web3 platforms are all croaked. And we're here, we're healthy, and we're not going anywhere because we don't have debt. We don't owe money to absolutely anybody. We don't even have a fucking credit card. And when I walk into a store, I'm a madman. I walk into a store today. We wanted to buy you a pair of shoes. I told the guy, "You take crypto?" I want to pay him in crypto. We don't want to have to do anything with banks or anything like that. So yeah, so that's your answer. We didn't build this whole project around us owning a lot of Quest tokens to make a lot of money on the coin. We have a huge business behind this.
It started with the platform. The coin comes as the reward, as the utility token, the governance token, but at the start, it's the platform, the travel to earn concept, the tokenization of landmarks. This is what's at the base. But to be able to have travel to earn and tokenization of landmarks, well, you need a coin to hold all this together. And that's why, so it's not the coin and then the platform. It's first and foremost, the platform, the travel to earn, then the token is there for the utility. to make it all work together with the smart contract, obviously.
Goldie Joe is asking, what's happening? Where's the team? What are you talking about? We're here. Here's the team, and you have Steve here too.
Probably talking about Solarized for 5 p.m.
Solarized at 5 p.m. One of them's at work, and he's in the streets, literally trying to get some guys to sign up in the street. And at 5 p.m. is behind the scenes. He's making deals with some Coles to get us some big attention because the guy has a lot of weight, and he's working on that. So Goldie Joe, I don't know what you mean by what's happening. Where's the team? I don't get it.
Now's probably a good time to remind people about the roadmap and market cap.
I like those, I think.
Well, the next step on the roadmap for the market cap, it's 135, so going over the all-time high.
Yeah.
And at that point, yes, we'll be doing more, I think, the boosts and the rates.
Now, let's talk about this. Now, Steve, I'll let you talk about that.
Okay.
The importance of us not being a micro cap with Quest. Why is it so important?
Okay. The really important part of this is there are whales out there, Coles, everybody that wants to get in on this. But quite frankly, if somebody threw down $50,000 right now, that wouldn't be good for them and it wouldn't be good for us. So we need to hit certain points to make this not appealing because of the money aspect, but safe for everybody. Once we hit this 135, 500,000, 1 million market cap, people will buy more and they will buy larger amounts. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to people. You know, why wouldn't you buy now? It would be worth more. It doesn't work that way. It has to hit certain amounts first.
Well, because think of it this way. A whale is not, or a coal that has a lot of money, is not going to come in here to buy for $200 or $300 or $10 or $50. The guy's going to put down 10, 30, 50,000. What happens if he buys for 50,000 now? He buys the whole supply. Then you look at bubble maps and you see one guy owning 60 or 75% of the supply. They don't want to do that.
It's not good for anybody.
At all. But if you buy 50,000 when we're at $250,000 or $1 million market cap, that's a completely different story.
So now, it's in everybody's interest for the market cap to go to 135.
And there's more liquidity on it also. When we pass 100,000 or 150,000, then we start getting attention from Coles and whales.
Well, so the thing is, the attention is already there. There are literally people waiting for a certain point. So we just got to get to that point, and then it will grow exponentially. It's not that we don't even have them. We have them here. We have them waiting. They're not going to put in huge amounts of money yet. We have to hit certain points.
But Alex, you were saying that it doesn't take that many amounts of money to get to the 135 or higher.
No, it really doesn't.
Calculations and based on the way that the DEX calculates the market cap, if I throw in $48,000 right now, I send it to $1 million market cap. But what do? I'm going to own the whole supply.
That means a few people it could invest a little bit and it would go high.
Well, that's what we did.
Quickly.
The core team that we have now. We have about 20 top investors, but they're already at 3%, 3.5%. They don't want to start creating bubbles using multiple wallets, etc. Now, look at the supply they're each holding, and now we're working to get more people in for the distribution to look good and the market cap to go up. It also means that we need more people. More people's eyes on this. So that's when, all the social media sharing, everything we're asking people to do.
That's where it really comes down to is it's the numbers. It would be a lot better to have 2,000 or 3,000 people put down $50.
Yeah.
That's when this will look very appealing. We need volume of people, not necessarily just volume of money.
But we especially need for people to still consider this of a meme coin and say, okay, I buy during the day, or I buy before they go live, or I buy before they pay a boost, and there's going to be a spike, and then I sell before I go to sleep at night because I don't have peace of mind. I don't want to get rugged.
The
Just
meme coin mentality.
meme coin mentality. Get that out of your head. Just
Right.
get away from that. Buy and just don't look at the chart anymore. Concentrate on what we're doing, building this company.
I don't think we'll get away from that though. But if one out of
Yeah.
every 10 people is an actual holder, then the floor raises every single day.
Yes. So just like said, invest in the Inquest token, forget about the chart, don't worry about it, and in the meantime, go visit a few landmarks and send us some videos. Take the time to visit landmarks, try the app.
And take advantage of collecting 50 Quest tokens at each landmark now. Because when the market cap's going to be worth $1 billion, when each token is going to be worth $1. And you can accumulate, like Pavlo went to 55. Yeah, tell them about this.
Okay, so yeah, I went to Valletta on one day when I had some time off, and it was very easy. I just created my accounts with Google services, with Google Play, and yeah, I just opened the map. I looked for a knot of locations, like a place that has the most locations near me. And I went there. I collected like something like 40 locations just in a couple of hours. Now I hold them tokens. Yeah.
So now he has 4,700 Quest tokens in his account. So that's going to be worth $4,700.
Soon.
If he had this special subscription, it would be double that. Now you're talking a lot of money for 1 or 2 days work, you know, and not work, exploring.
No.
I didn't turn on the VIP on your account. Yeah, actually, you could do it yourself.
I asked for the VIP after you wait a second, after I went there.
Anyways, he's part of the board, so
that's why I wasn't using the how do you say, the AI roadmap, and so yeah.
when I'll be busy doing the corporate stuff, you're going to be the lead developer here. So you're going to have the chief development officer. He's going to be the CDO. We'll invent a title. Is that?
But at $1 billion market cap, that's only one bidder.
Unmute it will.
Oh, it worked. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And that's at only 1 billion that are $1 each. So that's that's going to be quite a bit of money. And yeah, you can say, hey, it's a little early to speak about $1 billion market cap, but realistically, I don't think it's that far fetched. I see it being multiple billion.
Yeah.
Like 100 billion doesn't seem far fetched when you consider how broad spanning this is.
Yeah, no, so, I mean, this is the thing that you guys have to understand on Pump Fund. A market cap at 38K for a company like ours is nothing. If we were manipulating this price, the market cap would be sky high, all right? Yeah. We're not using any bots. We're not using like any manipulation scheme behind the scenes. We don't have multiple wallets. If we had multiple wallets and we were buying large amounts of the supply left, right, and center, because our only interest would be to have a lot of coins to after dump it on you guys, you think the market cap would be at 38K? It'd be at 380,000.
Yeah.
So
it wouldn't be fair.
Realize that we're doing things honestly and transparently here.
And that's why it's slowly but surely and safe.
Yeah, that's why it's safe to ape.
But stop comparing it to meme coins and the chart of meme coins and the meme coin mindset and mentality, because it does not apply. It's a utility platform for everyday people. It's not a meme coin. It's not a speculative coin at all.
So another thing that is important is that I am actively going to go on different spaces on X from now on. So yesterday I tried to get on an X space. There was 600 listeners, and I was in line to speak, and the the organizer, had an internet issue and the feed dropped, so I waited 2 hours for nothing.
Wow.
That happens.
Yeah, but now I'm going to grind to be on an X feed. On an X space every single day. There are shill spaces, and I'm going to be presenting the project there. There were like some high-level people that I wanted to argue with, like Bloodline, and anyway, so it was quite. It's going to be quite interesting.
I wish or hope people from here were listening to that platform. The hosts are incredible. The planning around it is great. The people who were on there were not very good. They were treated very well. But when Alex gets on there, people are going to really wake up. Like, this is a huge opportunity. It's going to be like day and night. Like, I really think people here should realize that this price is going to move quickly once it starts going. Complete snowball effect. And again, today's price is like, this is a gift. This is a gift price when I'm telling you right now that there are whales watching with their, their toes dipped in the water. But as soon as this hits a certain point, there's no coming back.
As soon as people grasp what travel to earn is, that you're really earning free money by visiting locations, that's it. It's gonna, like you said, the snowball effect.
Yeah,
as soon as people have that moment.
In this case, like it's another complexity. People are complaining, buy boost, buy this, buy that. We're not interested in the pump and dump crowd. Some people that buy even large amounts and then sell an hour later because we're going live and they want to take a ride. It's none of it. We're really not interested with that. We want some investors. We don't want speculators. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that because, we want people to come in and create some movement and activity on the price. And obviously the snipers are there. The short-term speculators are there. We can't stop that. It's an open market. But I'm taking if I want to see this grow, I need holders.
Yes.
And we were discussing even in our internal group of top investors, saying, what do we do, guys? Yesterday we bought a 30x boost. But look at what's happening on the market today.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Solana getting crushed.
Yeah.
Look at the issue with Pump Fund and Solana. Look at the market in general being depressed. Now look at the other coins. Then look at our chart.
Mm.
And we're holding at the 40,000 mark practically. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. All night we held at around 40K. People are not dumping. The people in our group are like long-term holders now. They've adopted this. So question of patience there. But some of them were saying, okay, what do I do? Do I buy some more? And I was like, no. Let's not screw up the chart. Let's not accumulate too much on our end. I'd rather have 1 million investors at $10 each than have one investor at 10 million.
Well, it comes back to what, Stephen, you were saying. It's not just the volume of the buys, it's the volume of the number of investors, the number of people.
It makes it safer. It makes it safer. It makes it much safer. It's so that, these people, the speculators, are going to buy no matter what. Okay. Like, it's good to have volume, even if they're short term. I don't mind.
But it's not enough.
Well, the thing is okay, right now, when there's somebody who sticks in for an hour and then leaves, we notice it. But when there's 1,000 or 2,000, 5,000 people, those buys and sells that they do will not even be noticeable. So now, what it really comes down to is
Steve,
volume.
Look, I'm going to answer Jean-Luc. He's a French guy that... Julien, is it Julien Luc? Okay, so there's a French guy. He's on our Telegram group. He's putting the message publicly. So, Julien Luc.
Yeah,
he's saying, I'm waiting for 10,000 market cap to buy in. First of all, this market cap will be not relevant considering where we're going. Second, if you're all waiting for 10,000 market cap to come in to get a better entry point, you're not helping us raise the floor and get to the point where the whales step in when we get over 100,000. That's the second thing.
We're trying to move
Third
forward.
thing, if the token goes down to 10,000, you guys are going to say, oh, it's capitulation. Everybody is dumping. So I'm not buying. So you always have a freaking good excuse not to do it, right?
So what I said was,
That's a freaking joke.
it's
Just buy and hold. Cut it out.
It's waiting till you're starving to start storing food for the winter.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like anything right now is a deal, an amazing deal. Okay, if you want to grab a quick $100, that's what they're looking at. So I don't care about those people, and it can't go down to 10,000. It's impossible, literally impossible right now because of the floor. So right now is a great deal. If you're waiting for 10,000, then you're going to be waiting forever. So,
Well, I don't, look,
And
I
then,
don't know about that.
you know,
I don't
and
know
then when
about
it's
that.
at
I
a
mean,
million, they'll be upset because they didn't get in at 900,000. So
I would say that. Look, there's a basic rule in trading. You can own 80% of the supply, but if there's nobody buying, it can go to zero. That's reality, right? So the question for us is to always have an influx of new buyers. So the way that it works on Pump Fund, you all constantly have to be doing some hype, et cetera, to get an influx of constant new buyers because the speculators are going in and out. But that's where we have to try and educate our public that we work differently. We're an infrastructure deep in organization here. And we did launch in a casino, so it's kind of funny. But we had good reasons to do that, and you should actually be happy for it. Some people have framed us as the Bitcoin of Solana, or the Bitcoin of Pump Fund. So take that into account and realize what that means. Yeah, exactly. So I think that the work for us, Stephen, is more about getting some long-term investors that,
more eyes.
you know, even if you buy like $10, $20, $100, and you're part of the core group that says, diamond hands, I'm holding, you're helping us raise the floor, and you're patient. And then we grow that core group progressively and let the speculators come in and out. Don't worry about them. Don't look at the chart, but let's just keep on building that core group of diamond hands and growing progressively until, first of all, the sentiment on the market improves. Crypto starts going back up. Solana stabilizes and starts recovering.
Which it will.
I see all this as an opportunity. When you have the market depressed, if you're in the greed index so low, Solana at a low price, golden opportunity to buy some Solana for cheap and to get some more Quest tokens at an extremely low market cap. You have an opportunity here, maybe that appears once every 20 years, to be set for life with very little money. I'll let you explain that, Steve. You've been
like that's the way I see it.
Explain it to everybody.
So with all things like commodities, everything, okay? For example, ginseng was a thing there for a while. Ginseng takes about 7 years. Okay, so ginseng price went astronomical. So then everybody wanted to be a ginseng farmer. And you know what? Some of them caught the end of it. They made a bunch of money at the end, right before it bailed out. But you know who made the most money, who really made money, were the people who had it before people realized they wanted it. And this is the exact opportunity. It reminds me of silver. When silver's $4, nobody wanted it. It was garbage. Now all of a sudden, you know, $85, $90, people realize, hey, I need that. This is the opportunity to get it on something before other people find out. It's the perfect time, to me anyways. That's the way I look at it. Have something before everybody else realizes they need it. And whether they like it or not, cryptocurrency is going to be used by absolutely everybody. We were laughing about the shoes. Okay, you asked the guy if you'd take crypto for shoes. I'll tell you what, there's going to come a day where there's no such thing as paying any other way. And that day is coming very quickly. So Web3 is just like the idea of Web2. Everybody said they would never buy things off the internet with their credit card. Well, I'll tell you what, my 80-year-old neighbors buy stuff off the internet because it's convenient, it's great, everybody's doing it. But 5-10 years ago, people swore they never would. Well, this is going to be the exact same thing. So be there before the lineup.
Yeah, what you're talking about on Web2, the e-commerce, nobody thought they would be buying off the internet, and now they couldn't do without it. They didn't know they needed it, but once they have it, they don't want to stop it. We wouldn't be able to take it away from them. It's what we call disruptive platforms and technologies. And
I think
Web3,
that word was like kind of overused, but that's why nobody is really grasping how disruptive we actually are.
let me explain.
Sorry, I'm reading your mind.
Yes, your turn. So same thing about Web2 and e-commerce. It completely changed the behaviors even before people knew that they needed to change their behaviors. And so we've said it many times, Ulys Quest is an innovative platform. It's one of a kind, the first travel to earn, but it's way more than that. It's really disrupting things. It will be the first one, the first platform to be able to onboard the masses. The people that are using Web2 today will come on Web3, not because it's blockchain or because it's crypto. They'll come on Ulys Quest because they have a benefit when they travel. They get free money. That's what's going to make them come and use the crypto. They're not coming for crypto. They don't come for blockchain. Same thing, they didn't come because we were offering e-commerce on Web2, because it was convenient for them.
Yeah.
They didn't start using social media because they knew about the tech behind it, how Facebook was working or other social media. They came because it was convenient, it was fun, it was enjoyable. They could share things with their friends. So people are going to come and use Ulys Quest for those reasons. There's a benefit, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's easy, not because of the technology behind. They don't need to know anything about the technology. They don't need a learning curve for that at all. So it's disruptive in this way. They're going to change their behaviors. They're going to start traveling in a smarter way. Oh, if I can start monetizing the stops in the city I visit, why not?
Let me just say one thing. Goldie Joe, you're saying that's a live that was done the other day. I'm sure of it. It's not live now. No, I'm sorry, dude. We are live now. You're wrong. Okay. So whatever you put on here is bullshit. We are live.
We are live.
Got
Hello.
any other questions? Go ahead.
We're here.
He says, "Lol, sorry. We accept
Okay.
your apology."
No problem, Goldie. We still love you.
This guy's amazing. He's putting a lot of energy in there. And to the first time, like he bought it at 20. He cheated at 28, and he bought back at 60. And he's like, okay,
And
no,
he's
I'm not going to screw around anymore. That's good.
So I was saying about the disruption. So you travel smarter, but it's also disruptive in the marketing field. Like you mentioned earlier, fairness for the small businesses, for the corporations, having a location card on the Ulys Quest map.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's not, am I on the first page of Google or the second page or the third page? Did I pay more to be higher? No, you have a location card, and people that are visiting around that location, well, you'll be able to increase foot traffic in your business. So it's a marketing tool with fairness. So it disrupts everything we know on Web2 about marketing. It's a new way of doing marketing. It's going to disrupt the real estate. Now it's digital real estate with the possibility of tokenization, which you don't have in real estate, in the real life right now.
No, it's happening a lot now. Tokenization of real estate is booming.
No, but it has to be done on the blockchain. It's not the same. You can't do it if you're not using the technology of the blockchain. You can't do tokenization in real life if you're not using Web3.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying. But this technology is bringing something completely new. Real estate without blockchain, well, you can't do tokenization. You can't divide it between so many people. So there's an advantage because now you said even the small investors can own landmarks, can own real estate.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is that among the top 100 landmarks in the world, which are the top 100 like most visited places in the world, we released the Genesis collection with the top 20 landmarks. We are going to release landmarks that will be tokenized. So a landmark that's very expensive, like for example, whoa, we got a long question. I'll read that in a second. Well, no, don't put it on the screen. Let us read it first.
Yeah.
Okay, watch out what people are posting. We're like an NFT worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're going to be able to fraction it. People are going to be able to buy fractions of that NFT, and there will be co-ownership, and they will also co-earn the distribution of the rewards. So we're going to come down to this. Let me read
But the
question.
people that are buying like this, dividing the ownership, they don't have to know each other. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same family. It can be total strangers buying portions.
And the smart contract divvies up the rewards evenly. People don't have to split it between themselves. They don't even have to know what the other person has percentage wise. It's all done automatically. So that's the great part.
Yeah, I wouldn't say evenly. I would say proportionately to
proportion.
their ownership. So if they divided the ownership evenly, yes. But if people have different percentages of that,
that's right.
Yeah.
In that case, it's done proportionately, and it's simply because it's the smart contract.
I'll answer to something else here. Superhuman CEO says he was here yesterday. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining us again. And he's saying, he'd like us to recap the live updates. What are you doing, Paul? He'd like us to, okay, hello team, yeah. Okay, he'd like us to recap on the updates, a recap on the previous discussions we had, etc. We've been live streaming sometimes between
8 and 12.
8, 12, 14 hours in a day. We talked about so many things.
So maybe just recap what the project is about?
No, 1 second. I want to address this. I want to address something else, right? Asking us, and we're trying to do everything that we can to provide as much information as possible to everyone, but we're not kind of putting on a show to constantly concentrate on only propping up the chart. This is about building a community, building something strong. So yes, recapping content, showing clips of what we've done, etc. We don't have a studio set up to make these things very easy. We have to do everything manually. Besides us streaming for hours, we've already been on for over an hour and 12 minutes. But you have to realize that we just went through a work day of over 8 hours. We got a code besides that. So we're pulling days where we're barely sleeping 3 hours a night, and people panic because they see the chart going down and not pumping. Well, at some point I gotta say that's why I'm changing the tone right now, and I'm saying you want to be part of the core group of diamond hands here, where we hold the floor together and we bring it up and let the Jeters jeet, and let people who want to speculate in and out, let them do their thing, and progressively we just keep pushing the chart up. That would be amazing, and that's what I'm asking. So yeah, because don't be negative, stay always positive, this, that, the other. Yes, we're super positive. We only have positive things. There's nothing negative about us.
We still haven't found a reason why.
We haven't found
Not
a
to use
reason
the
why.
app.
Yeah, no, somebody should not use the app. We got some corporate deals going up in the back end, but And people like 5 p.m. are negotiating with Coles and big influencers to talk about us. There's Solarize that's outside, literally in the street in California, working
But
on.
it's not the same as the meme coins chart, the same hype. It's not going to be the same speed. It's a totally different thing. It's a utility coin
Yeah, so don't ask us to do
with something that's
things.
completely untapped in Web3.
Well, so we can't be asked to do things as if we were a meme coin, because the price of the token is not only about hype and the community and posting out like more content and pushing hype to get a moonshot and to get out. That's not what we are doing here. And I know that we're talking to the casino crowd in Pump Fun, because that's where we launched it. So we're trying to convey a message that you've got a different opportunity here.
But you launched it on Pump Fund for a reason. Even if we know it's a casino, you launched it for a fair distribution. That's one of the main reasons.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons you launched it on Pump Fund, not because it's a casino, but because it's a fair distribution for everyone.
Open market, fair. And for us, we can be accused of having minted a coin, sold it, and for it to be a security. So we're protecting the platform. I mean, for people, even for us that acquire the tokens on the open market and that are distributing it as the rewards, we ask people to pass the KYC. So we're compliant with MiCA laws in the European Union, and we're compliant with anti-money laundering laws and know your client processes in every country in the world. So we can't get into trouble. We're not going to get sued by the SEC in the United States.
But this whole aspect of KYC doesn't even exist in meme coins because it's just speculative.
Because nobody's doxxed. And as you can see, our whole team is doxxed. We're not hiding.
So you have to understand that all the marketing strategies that are suggested practically daily in Telegram group are strategies that have worked, but for meme coins. You want to suggest something that worked on utility coins or in the travel and tourism industry, something that has a common point with what we're doing.
Well, the thing that is strong.
For it to have
works.
results.
Join our group on Telegram. We're 600 people. We didn't buy fake followers, etc. Everybody in our group is a real person. It's organic. Maybe out of the 600, there's 200 marketers in there or guys who represent exchanges or
But they're still following. And they're still watching.
Yeah, exactly. So just like we're not manipulating our token and we're not using bots and we're not inflating the price and manipulating it, just like we didn't buy supply with multiple wallets, otherwise the market cap wouldn't be at 37K, it'd be much higher. Just like everything else, all the numbers are real. Just like the users on our platform. When we say we have users, they're real users. They're not like hamster combat. 300 million people signed up, 250 million of them were fake accounts. There's none of that for us.
So you're getting the real numbers in real time, no manipulation, no buying followers and using bots. Most of the ones that you see succeed, yes, there is manipulation in the back. They're not the real numbers. So
here, one of our big supporters, hi Alex, good day to you, sir. He's sending this to me in a private message. Market sucks right now, but Quest holding strong. Our holders believe in this project. That's evident. Things will get better. We just need to keep up with the exposure. It's the only way, and that's why we're committing so many hours on the live streams every day. So we're showing to our public that we're not going anywhere and that we're authentic and we speak the truth and we say things the way they are. So it's difficult. It could be even tough for our holders, but think about it this way. You could be right now in the casino on Pump Fund putting your money where you have 99.8% chance of getting rugged. You can maybe win on one green candle, win a second time, do a bit of profit, but you'll get one of these shots that's going to wipe you out. But if you're in it with us, you're safe. You don't look at the chart, you don't care. You know that the team is doxed, you know that we're solid, we know that we're experienced, you know that your investment is at the right place, and that's going to make you a winner, a real winner.
Whoever's fed up of losing money, getting rugged, or just losing because of the context, Ulys Quest is a place to be now. And because even in everyday life, because of the inflation and price that have skyrocketed, people are looking for another way to make money.
Okay, so now
So this is a new revenue stream.
So to get engagement, because like people are like, yeah, but what are you doing? What are you going to do about the marketing, etc.? There are simple things that we can do right now while we wait for the market to improve. First of all, as I said, if you join our community, we have 600 members, and what's rare is that if you see the engagement number, like we have 200 people engaging when we're 600 members, you know that this is really, really a high conversion rate. You don't see this normally.
Oh, the engagement rate on Telegram is in the exceptional rates when I compare it to similar groups in size. We are between 20 and 25% level of engagement, of engagement, practically at all times. Not only when there's a live stream, but practically all day long. We're in that range of 20%, which is exceptional.
Which proves that our followers and they're organic, they're real people. And also, in case you don't know, we have 600 followers in the group, 600 members, but we literally banned 650 people who were just there to push some shit, to sell us shit, to push some marketing stuff, to get us to buy some bots and some crap. We banned them systematically. So we keep the quality of the membership in our group extremely high. We don't care about inflated numbers. We care about quality over quantity. So that's the way it is. If you want
and fairness for everyone,
quantity and appearances,
and protect. We want to protect all the people that invested. Small investors, there's no small investors. It's everybody that invests what they can, when they can, and they believe in the project.
So
we want to protect everyone.
To stay in the marketing aspect, what we can do. Right now, with our members, we have a good base, and we could do a lot of raids. Now, we're going to pay for a team of raiders, but when we're going to reach a certain market cap, doing it now, expenses that we're not even making creator rewards to spend it on that. So, but everybody can participate. How hard is it for everybody to click like, to retweet, to put a comment on a post, a real one, where they give their impression on the platform and on their experience or their investment. You just help us on the raids, and we have some free marketing going there. You're working for your bag, and you're working with the community all together for our bag, and we have more than enough members currently in the group for that kind of thing to work.
The raids are good, but those live hosted, I don't know, platforms, those are going to be great if people are really looking for what's going to be done. And then there's a roadmap, which is incredibly important. So please, everybody, check that out, because it protects everybody. When we follow the roadmap, it makes it possible for us to achieve those things at certain points. It makes it affordable. That way, and nobody's unhappy. There's not going to be a time when people are like, hey, you promised this and you didn't do it, which can also be problematic because people don't like it when you say you're going to do something and you don't. Well, that's why the roadmap is so incredibly important, because at those milestones, those things will happen. Whereas if we just start throwing things out there, that's when people get upset.
Yeah, exactly. So yesterday was a great example, because the market was down, there was very low volume, and we paid for a 30x boost. What was the result? Look at the chart. We're around 40K, and we stayed there. So it's not just about throwing money at it. If the conditions in the market are not right, it's not going to help. So on our end, you, Steve and I, etc., we can go also on a lot of X spaces, and we're going to talk in groups or in show groups, and we're going to get the word out, and that's going to increase the number of our viewership also when we go live. Do we have a question there? No? Okay.
And I can remind people like who I am. I'm just a person that came across this in the beginning. I'm not a crypto person at all. Well, I did enough crypto to learn about rug pulls and about how to lose money. And that's really one of the great parts about this is you know it's going to be around tomorrow. You know it's going to be around the next day. I play a game sometimes where I go on the list, the movers list, pick one, pretend you're putting money down on it, and then look at it the next day and see what happens. Usually it only takes a minute or two and then it crashes. So this is a nice thing to be a part of because it's away from all that. I'm not worried that the money's going to disappear instantly. You don't have to stay up for 72 hours straight with your finger hovering over the sell button.
Steve, look at this. Solana, $117. That's actually what's depressing the price of Quest right now, because Quest is paired to Sol. So it's not because people are selling, it's because Solana is going down. When Solana goes back up, we're going back to our 40K baseline. So people are not dumping on us right now. Sol at 117, it's currently down 4.3%. Bitcoin is at 85,000.
Amazing deal. There's amazing deals to be had, and this is the best deal of them all. It's like, again, going back to the gold and silver thing. Bitcoin's gold. And if you buy it, yeah, you're going to double and in time triple your money. I guarantee it. But with this, triple is nothing.
Ethereum, 2,900. 2009.
That's just the reality of it.
So this is the perfect moment for accumulation.
What we're seeing is sales. None of the big guys are crying about this.
You mean it's Boxing Day before December 26th?
Yeah. It's a great sale.
Every major investor right now is loving this because they're eating it up.
Yes.
I see somebody just bought for $300. Somebody got the message.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, smart move.
Well, it's a perfect time.
Thank you. We love you.
Absolutely perfect time.
Yeah. And you see, it doesn't take much because we had a market cap of 30,500. He bought for $300, and the market cap is now at 40,300. So the market cap
goes fast.
It went up by $2,800 with a $300 buy. This is the craziness of how the market cap is calculated by a DEX.
So the all-time high is closer than we think.
Well, the $1 million market cap
is even closer.
Is only $48,000 away. It's crazy.
But then again, we don't want to have one person coming in and buying the 48,000 because so
be problematic.
Even if we're close and it only takes 48,000, we'd rather have many investors than just one coming in, because then we would have another kind of problem.
Let me put it simply. We have 600 people in our group, okay? Let's say that we take just 200 of them. 200 of them buy for $10. You had $2,000. You just raised the market cap by almost 10K. Then suddenly we're back at 50K, and what happens? We're trending. When we start trending on Pump, our video, our live stream is on the first page of Pump. Like yesterday we were, and the day before we were on the first page of Pump trending.
We're talking about $10 per person.
Yeah, and the price was stable because the market is red, is really bad, and we're on the first page of Pump, even though we had a chart at around 40-something K, which tells you how bad it is for all the others. They're getting decimated. And 95% of meme coins are done. I think looks like ooh. So.
Well, maybe it's the end of meme coins and the beginning of utility coins, for real.
Something that means.
And that's the only way you're going to have mass onboarding. You cannot, with the meme coins, you'll never get mass onboarding. The longer the meme coins.
But yeah, there was something interesting that happened today.
Coins.
I saw this. I found it. What's the founder of Litecoin? I forgot his name. Litecoin. Right? Knows Litecoin. The guy said that he regretted launching Litecoin because you should only concentrate on buying a Bitcoin or Ethereum. Well, I'm sorry, but buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Quest, because we're going to be up there with the top 10, because the utility in the market that we're in is going to be huge. Maybe you want to talk about the size of the tourism business and how it has never been touched by Web3 and why we're going at a different level.
It's completely untapped on the blockchain. No Web3 field. There's nothing about travel and tourism. As in Web2, it's kind of even saturated. You have so many apps and platforms for traveling, whether it's accommodation reservations, flights, hotels. You have plenty of different platforms, but none of them have tapped into Web3 yet.
Now let's talk about the capitalization. What's the value of the tourism market right now?
The travel and tourism industry, they're expecting in 2026 around 16 trillion, from what I remember.
And currently we're at 9 trillion.
Around more, yeah. So the travel and tourism industry is expected to rise.
Robert Max is watching.
Hi, Robert Max. She's a lady, and she works with us as a shiller, and she's and taking care. She's a moderator in our group. She's doing an excellent job. Thank you for your passion and dedication. I will get back to you. I have to take care of a lot of people in our team also.
So people are still traveling. Prices have gone up everywhere, but people are still traveling, and they're going to continue to travel. The travel and tourism industry is higher than it was pre-pandemic. It's going to continue to rise. It's just that the way people travel is changing. They're not looking to just go sightseeing as they used to from one place to another. They want experiences. They want a different kind of experience while they travel. And this is exactly what Ulys Quest is offering them. To travel differently, to travel in a smarter way, to earn money to offset the cost of your traveling. Maybe not the full cost yet, but
right now earn money to offset the cost of living, for Christ's sake.
But then we're coming back to even the homeless people.
Yeah.
The ones that could just have an income slowly with dignity, safely.
I'll let you talk about that. I'll be back in a minute.
So we were talking about earlier how disruptive this technology is. So we mentioned that it's going to disrupt the travel and tourism industry, that people are going to travel smarter, they're going to travel differently, they're looking for experiences right now. Gen Z and millennials are already integrating AI every time they travel. You have the AI agent in Ulys Quest already. It's going to disrupt the way businesses look for marketing tools, because now it's a fair marketing tool. Whether you're a small business or a corporation, you'll be able to have your location on the map. We have a lot on the page for hosts, Quest host. You can look at all the offers that we have. It's also going to disrupt the Web3 and the blockchain itself, not necessarily just Ulys Quest, is already disrupting the real estate by offering tokenization in real estate. But we're offering tokenization of landmarks. There is no maintenance. There's nothing you have to do, like buying a building in real life. Yes, even if you use the tokenization on the Web3, you still need maintenance. You still need to do the repairs. You still need to look for tenants, make sure they pay rent. You don't have all this hassle when you're doing tokenization of landmarks. So you're coming and disrupting different industries that are each in itself huge industries. industries in the billions and trillions. You're talking the real estate industry, the marketing industry, the traveling and tourism industry. And you're also offering a new way to get a revenue. It can be for the governments looking to finance, preserve and maintain their landmarks, but it can also be the homeless person that all they have left is one phone with them, and they are just wandering around the city anyways already. They could just go to a landmark and start collecting their tokens, because as soon as we hit the 1 million market cap, we're going to start distributing the rewards, and by then it would have gone up in value, so these homeless people will find themselves with a chunk of money.
And this real estate
Something they have
cannot be
no,
replicated.
and right now, some of them have no hope in how am I going to get out of this situation. Even if they want, they have no hope. We're giving hope to the people in this way. Some people were mentioning, I would like to buy a new house. I would like to pay education for my children. We're giving a new way of earning income, which is easy, where you don't need skills, talent, training, looking for a job, nothing. It's right there with your cell phone, and you can get hope because you can get a new revenue stream that will increase in value, and you will be able to achieve your biggest dreams. So it's disruptive in so many ways. It's what I call a giant platform of Web3. We know the giant platforms on Web2, but the giant platforms on Web2 are owned privately. So in this case, Alex mentioned it, it's going to be DAO, decentralized autonomous organization with voting rights. So this is going to be, it belongs to the people. So there again, it's something that's going to disrupt the way we know things. The big corporations are owned by the millionaires and billionaires of this world. And the people don't have much say or much rewards or money from these corporations. All we know is that actually they're trying to take your money to get your accounts, the small accounts, validated with the checks. But in this case, it will still belong to the people. The people will have voting rights. So it's disruptive in so many ways. It's not just innovation. It's not just one of a kind. It's disruptive. So it's going to change people's behaviors in so many domains. And it's going to allow this to last for many decades. We're talking, social media started what? We're talking at least 15 or 20 years ago already. So when something disrupts the behaviors, once it does that, it can last for decades. It doesn't disrupt the behavior for a year or two and that's it, and then this platform is going to disappear. We're talking implementing new behaviors, new way of traveling, new way of doing partnerships, new way of owning and exploring that is going to last for decades, 10 years, 20 years, more than a generation. We're talking about generational wealth. So people that are looking at the market cap on the 48 hour or 4 days that the coin has been launched, it's kind of ridiculous, because what is 4 days when you talk about technology?
But you can't fight that. Like the guy that said, "Oh, I'm going to wait for 10,000 market cap to step in."
Yes, it's human.
That means that, you know, if he buys at 10K and it goes to 20K, then he's going to sell cash in his profit. These are speculators.
There will be speculators, but now I'm talking to the people that I just want them to understand that this is here to last and not a year or two.
Yeah, well.
And no, I'm telling them, and you do whatever you want, because each person has their own mindset and each person has their own interest in investing or not.
Now, the concern here is what can we do currently as a community to get things moving, to raise awareness. So a good point
Videos.
has been made that, all right, besides the fact that everybody could do a video and post it on social media and the rest, it is very cool if people are active in our community for raids, but it's also cool. We've assigned several moderators on the X community. You guys can do posts. Everybody in the community doesn't have to wait for us to make a post on the official Ulys Quest page. You can make a post
And we can
and we can start a raid on it as well.
and we can reshare on our social media.
Well, when the raids, that it also comes to,
Yeah.
also reshare and retweeting. For corporate reasons and because we want to keep things clean, we've cleaned up our thread, and we want to limit ourselves to doing 2 or 3 or 4 high quality posts per day, instead of like just making a massive amount of posts and everybody always rating hours. That's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is actually to make a post under the important post of an influencer, comment under there. We're going to get a ton of views on that post because he's getting thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers. So we put a post in the replies in his post, then we rate it. So then we get max exposure on it, pushes it up, and we can grab his attention.
Yes.
So there's all sorts of ways that we can get, like, we could use the system on X in particular to our advantage, but it implies some work from you guys. Work for your bag, help us doing that, and you obviously understand that, as Stephen likes to say quite often, if you buy Bitcoin today, even at 85,000, okay, Bitcoin could double. You could double your money, but before it gets to, it will. But for our market cap to go to from 39K to $1 million, then 10 million, then 100 million, then $500 million, then $1 billion,
which
then
it will.
It's more than 2x, huh? Where
Okay.
I don't even know. You
So
know what?
again,
I'm going to ask AI while you talk about it. I want to know what's the X factor once we get a billion market cap.
Let's say this 10,000x right here, which is very doable. I'd like to guarantee it. I can't guarantee it, but I'm leaning that way. So let's just say this 10,000 times. Okay, well, we all know Solana's going to double what it is right now. So then add that onto it. So you just made 10,000 times your money, and then times that by what? 2, 3, 4 over time? Like, we're talking multiples of multiples here. It's compound.
Yeah.
Like, we all know that the market's going to come back. It's a guaranteed thing. So be in that position, get positioned now before that happens, or chase the green candle. You can do that too. But me personally, I'd like to just be there before it happens. I don't risk my position for $100 here and $100 there. I understand that you could do that.
You're gonna fall off your chair. Listen to this. I just asked the question clearly to ChatGPT. If someone buys at 40K market cap in Quest tokens and the market cap increases to $1 billion, what's the X factor? So X factor equals 1 billion divided by 40,000. It's X factor of 25,000, which means that somebody who buys for $100 worth, and it's right here, right here. Somebody who buys at $100, he gets $2,500,000.
At $100?
At $100, he gets $2,500,000. Somebody who spends $1,000 would have $25 million, and somebody who spends $10,000 would have 250 million by buying just now at 40K.
Well, and then take that number and multiply it by 2 or 3, because that's what Solana's going to do. So there. Like, that's simple. I think we all know that Solana will go back to an all-time high, not just back to what it was. It's going to be even higher. Everybody knows this. And when we're dealing with maybe 5% of the population dealing in cryptocurrency. What happens when 95 or 100% of the entire world deals in it? These numbers are all going to seem insignificant.
And look at the last paragraph, the way Chad describes it. And you have to realize you cannot apply this description and this X factor to any other meme coin out there.
Yeah.
Forget it. A meme coin reaching 1 billion, it's over. It's over.
Because it drops.
A utility token like ours, definitely multi-billion. It ends it with this paragraph. This is why early stage sub 100K market cap entries are often described as asymmetric bets. The downside is capped, while the upside scales exponentially with adoption.
Yep.
Again, it's that inevitable word.
Yeah. We are.
So anywhere, he said under 100, that's it?
Maybe we should call ourselves Thanos Quest. We are inevitable.
I hope you guys aren't frozen here. Can you hear me?
Our guys, yeah, we can, sure.
Your screen's frozen. Oh, there, you're back.
Okay.
You know what? Even the screen was shocked by the numbers, so it froze.
So the numbers, the platform speaks for itself more than anything else. When you see all the possibilities of such a platform, when you understand the utility in marketing, in education, in travel and tourism, in digital real estate, so many aspects of it. And when you understand the platform, it doesn't make any sense right now, but maybe explained by the external factors.
Yeah. All right, so let's have some fun. We were way too serious tonight. That's not
We're
fun.
still waiting for some videos. We had them yesterday and before yesterday. We need some more videos tonight. Where have you been? Which landmark have you visited?
Guys.
Which landmark would you like to visit?
All right, would somebody like to win 1 million Quest tokens?
Oh, okay.
Another
Right.
million?
1 million, another 1 million.
Another 1 million. Okay, let's go.
We want a video of you confirming your presence at a top tier landmark. It has to be something that is a part of one of the 100 most visited locations in the world, which means Hagia Sophia in Turkey, the Eiffel Tower, the Colosseum in Rome, the Statue of Liberty in New York. Guys, don't tell me they're not watching from New York. The Statue of Liberty's right there for 1 million Quest tokens. Get off your asses and join. First person that brings us a video confirming his presence at a top tier landmark gets 1 million Quest tokens. How's that? And you know what?
Take notes again?
If somebody does it for the pyramids, we'll give 1.5 million.
Like, I really want to see it so badly. Please, somebody.
So there you go. If you're in Egypt, you want 1.5 million tokens?
I know somebody can do it.
Wow. The site is probably closed. Don't do anything illegal to get it.
Yes,
I wanna
we
be
don't. We want to
responsible.
keep people safe. We don't want you to do anything illegal or unsafe for your.
Okay, so boom.
We have a question in German, but
But you can understand German.
Yeah. He's asking why cryptocurrency and crypto in overall has the future. Like why we think it has the future.
Why cryptocurrency has a future?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that off the top of my head, the first reaction that I had, my first answer, is because governments have failed. Central banks have failed. The economic model that we currently have has failed. If you see what's happening in the United States right now, they understand that their system has failed completely. And since the dollar depegged from gold, and that, it was under Nixon, all the gold disappeared from Fort Knox, and there was not any more gold to back the US dollar. Then it became a fiat currency, which means that it's paper money, not backed by anything. Printing press, the government prints as much as they want. They control how much dollars they print, they distribute, or they call back and they destroy. But by doing that, they also create an issue with inflation. They create inflation and they deflate when they destroy those extra dollars that they printed. So these currencies all over the world have zero value. So then the US, instead of gold, they forced everybody to buy and sell oil around the world with US dollars. And that's what's sustaining the demand for US dollars to make that currency still have some importance. But then the Russians stopped buying in US dollars. The Libyans with Gaddafi said, I'm not buying oil in US dollars. Screw the Americans, I'm buying in euros. And what happened? The Americans killed him. They didn't kill him for the Lockerbie bombing. They didn't kill him for all the terrorist acts that he was responsible for, even if after he repented, made amends, paid billions of dollars to the victims' families, etc. But when he decided to not sell oil in US dollars, that's when he suddenly died and his regime was overthrown. Oh, wow, shocking. Why was there the war in Iraq? Because, well, Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait because oil. Oh, let me answer. Yeah, because Saddam Hussein invented Kuwait and he had promised the Americans, let me take Kuwait and I'll give you oil for less. They had said yes in the back channels, but finally it was a no. And then they went in and that war happened. Why? Because of oil. The Americans, as said George Bush, America is addicted to oil. And that was backing or sustaining their US dollar. So the answer.
Why crypto?
Why crypto?
Yeah.
Because first of all, there won't be oil forever. Then what are you going to replace that with? So right now, the US government has changed its stance with the arrival of Donald Trump. The idea is to say, okay, we are going to use cryptocurrency to wipe out the $35 trillion debt of the United States. So we're going to buy Bitcoin. So now we're doing everything to push it down so we can buy some more for cheap. Other countries are going to step in saying, well, now if every country is going into tokenization and they're going to tokenize the US dollar and the euro and this and that, and we're going to buy Bitcoin, it's going to become our reserve. Then other countries start buying Bitcoin, then the Americans are going to dump their Bitcoin on other countries buying it. And that's how they're erasing their debt, by transferring their debt to another country. And
They don't actually have to sell it, though. They don't have to sell it to get rid of their debt.
No, they just need to have the gain on paper.
Yeah, they hold it.
Yeah.
So people shouldn't think, hey, they're going to rug the system. No, they don't have to. It's just like now, they changed laws so you're able to leverage against your cryptocurrency. So now you're able to borrow money without actually selling your crypto, which is a huge deal. So now
the answer to your question, like, why is crypto the future? The crypto is the future because the governments around the world have discovered that it's a way that they could get rid of their debt and maybe reset the financial economic model worldwide. We're going into a complete revolution.
This is the reason. Yeah, this is the reason why I got into it.
For people.
Now, at a different level, we're not talking about governments now, we're talking about individuals. At an individual level, people are regaining control. If I want to send you, you're in Canada, I'm in Malta, correct, Stephen?
Yep.
If I want to send you a wire transfer, I have to go to my bank, and let's say that it's over like $3,000 or 3,000 euros. The bank is going to ask me questions about me. Where do I get those funds? Where I get the funds, I have to justify. They're going to ask me, who am I sending to? Why am I sending it to you? Did he sell you something? Show me the invoice. And then when I send you that wire transfer, it's going to take 3 days or 4 days to get to you.
Yeah, and then there's even better example. What if there isn't a bank near me or near you?
Yeah, or what if I don't even have a bank account because I'm too poor, or I'm in a country where my bank stole my money, like in Lebanon, I'm sorry.
I can't trust banks in my country.
Yeah, or you can't trust bank in your countries, like in several African states. Then what happens?
Right, you carry your bank right in your hand.
Exactly. So you're taken hostage by the current system, and now you can break free because you don't even need to use a centralized exchange anymore to use your money. Like right now, you guys like Solana. We're all on Solana here. If you have a Phantom wallet, Phantom is introducing debit cards directly incorporated in their wallet. Soulflare actually officially launched it. You just pass the KYC and you have a debit card, MasterCard, attached directly inside your Soulflare wallet, and it works with the USDC currency on the Solana blockchain. So you can earn money in crypto, you can get paid in crypto, you can use to pay in fiat, using these incorporated payment mechanisms directly into your wallets, and you don't need banks at all. I send you a transaction on Solana, it cost me less than half of a cent, you get it the next 4 seconds. If I send you a wire transfer from Malta to Canada, the bank is going to charge me $40, and you're going to get it in 3 or 4 days. Like, come on.
Wow,
Get real.
But the thing is, if governments are already looking into it to erase their debts, if the banks, the companies like Visa and MasterCard are already offering credit and debit cards to use the money, obviously people will follow. People are not going to stay on an old financial system if already these big corporations and governments are moving to crypto. So
that's
an
one
even
thing.
better
they'll be
example.
forced to.
My friend
They
sold
want
a vacation property in Florida, and just for them to turn US dollars into Canadian dollars, they charge them 10%.
Wow.
That's a rate.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Tell me about it.
You know, there was something very...
Yeah, so you don't have the problem of conversion
No, there's no
anymore?
conversion.
No.
You swap for pennies from one...
But that's it. So that's another reason why would you use crypto?
Another reason.
Because you wouldn't have to pay the conversion rates and
What's the case for Quest? Quest, you're going to be able to off-ramp it. It's on the Solana blockchain. Convert it to Solana, convert it to USDC. You'll be able to pay in Quest with all our partner, Quest host locations. You're going to be able to use Quest on our own marketplace, where we sell like subscription to AI and and VIP status. And we'll see how we expand the utility of it. So, yeah, we have a question?
The next question is how much tax or something like this you should pay when you buy and sell your Quest, because it's not stated in the comment itself. And how long do you have this? So he comes from Germany. There's so many taxes that you pay, so that's why he's asking this. And how long do you can have this on your account, on your wallet, before you need to pay taxes?
Okay, now this is a good one. Listen to this. That's a
thank
good
you for the question.
Yeah. Okay. The way it works with usually with taxes and crypto, when you have your crypto on an exchange, or you're trading, or let's say that you keep the credit of like Quest tokens on our platform and you don't like withdraw it, then it stays in like the speculative, it stays like it's invested. So you're not paying taxes on it because you didn't close your position yet. Now, the way to handle this smartly with taxes is only to sell enough to stay under the tax bracket that you're in and not withdraw big amounts in
Not
one
financial
shot.
advice.
It's not financial advice. I'm just sharing
Still
some
do your-
knowledge, and it's legal what I'm saying here.
So do your own research, but he's giving you some.
If you have a moonshot, you
Knowledge.
visit a ton of locations, you make a lot of money. Don't withdraw everything in one shot. Withdraw what you need to make the purchase that you want to make, declare that, and pay your taxes on it. Now, if you're smart, you set up a business in a tax-friendly crypto jurisdiction like Dubai, where you pay 0% tax, and you transfer ownership of your account, even of your account on Quest, to that company, and it could withdraw in that jurisdiction. And then, you know, that the company...
And it's all perfectly legal.
It's perfectly legal. The company then in Dubai can purchase, I don't know, a car for the purpose of your business, and then you offset the expenses. In Malta, for example, without talking about tax evasion, it is one of the rare countries in the world, that's why we have so many ships flagged here, where you can actually buy a boat or a ship or a yacht under a company in Malta, and you can offset all the expenses and all corporate expenses off of it. That's why we have 550,000 yachts flagged in Malta, because there's this advantage. So it's the same principle.
So what you're saying, to answer the question, people have more control over the amounts that will be taxed
Yes.
eventually, and that's one of the good things about crypto.
So even if you have millions in crypto, but you want to buy a Lamborghini, well, if the Lambo is 200,000, you withdraw only 200,000. You pay your taxes on
your Lambo.
on that amount, on the amount you spent, and that's it. And then I'm not going to give. I have other advice on that, but then that would be tax evasion.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not going down that path. But like, it's very simple. When people have money, they have the ability to not pay tax at all. And the first man who openly said it and proved it is Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
When he went for his first election to be president in the US, I told him, but Mr. President, or when he was running, but you never pay taxes. He said, well, look, I didn't make the system. That's the way it's made. You're allowing me to do this in other countries, other jurisdictions, and not pay taxes. That's why he started putting tariffs, telling companies like Apple, if you make your iPhones in China and you sell them in America, then we're going to tax you 100%, because, stop it. It's up to the governments to stop it. But on the other hand, one thing governments don't understand is that too much tax kills tax. So the French overtax so much that everybody's gone. The only people left in France are the people that have nowhere to go, that are left wings, completely broke people with no desire to change their life or have any hope. They live off the government, and all they see is the only way to get out of any problem is France, is tax the rich more. But there are no more rich to tax, they're all gone.
So there are a lot of advantages for people to move to crypto.
Yeah. As you can see, I'm passionate about this subject of hating governments.
Yeah, but governments also are moving to crypto.
Yeah.
And there will be more regulations eventually coming.
Yeah, they could want to. That the thing is that the financial system can be taken out of the control of government, but it doesn't mean that there would be any tax evasion, because everything is transparent on the blockchain. Every transaction can be tracked.
Yeah.
But it will make also the government accountable. If they use crypto, we know how they're spending the money, because right now it's completely opaque. We don't know where the fuck the money's going. How are they spending it? They're saying that they did that. We allocate a budget of X billion to defense, to this, to that. We can. But if we see how much money they spent buying a submarine, because we can track the transaction on the blockchain and they can't hide it, then we finally have government accountability.
So you're saying crypto is coming to solve a lot of issues that we have with the actual financial system.
So sorry, Peter Schiff, with your gold. You could stuff it, mate. Because gold, there's only so many gold bars I can have in my bedroom under my mattress, or where am I going to store all that gold? On the other hand, how am I going to give accountability of how I'm doing transactions in gold? And also,
there's no tax on gold though, as long as it's 99.
Something incredible. Shangpeng Zhao from Binance, he took a gold bar. He gave it to Peter Schiff on stage, and he said, Peter, tell me if this gold bar is real. And he took it in his hand, and he goes, well, it's heavy. Yes, it has to be real. You can't verify that. You can actually cut that bar, and inside it's lead.
Wow.
So go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why cryptocurrency will be used instead of bullion. The biggest reason why cryptocurrency will be the thing of the future. And again, I'm going to say this because I was a bullion guy. You had to hold it to know that you had money.
You're still a B guy. Instead of being a bullion guy, now you're a bullish guy on Quest.
Well, it's funny because, you're usually one or the other. Bullion people, stackers, they don't believe in crypto at all. And I didn't either until I realized it was really the only way things were going to go. The U.S. claims to have 8,000 tons of gold, and they could reevaluate it because right now I believe it's $53 or $35, right? But the thing is if they were to take away their debt by reevaluating the gold, they would then make China the richest country in the world, and there would be nothing they could do to stop it. So why did the U.S. say that they are going to be the leaders in cryptocurrency? Because it's a fight they can win.
But Steve,
That's
60% of America's debt is owned by China. They own all the bonds. They bought the government bonds. They own them.
Right? And yeah, Canada's in the same position. So Canada sold all their silver a few years ago and their gold, by the way. So we've got nothing.
And to do what? Thank you for Trudeau to give it left, right, and center to other countries.
Wow.
We're going to help this country and that country, and now the debt is colossal.
I know, can't even help themselves. They decided there was a day that they decided that their money would be backed by infrastructure instead of bullion. So again, it's just another country.
We know what it means. It means inventing money out of thin air that doesn't exist.
Basically.
Another question?
So, yeah, cryptocurrency is going to be the way it goes. And the other great thing about cryptocurrency is it's basically a world money. There's not going to be this country has this money, that it's going to be a one universal thing, and it's going to be cryptocurrencies. There's going to be different types of cryptocurrencies, but everybody's going to agree basically on maybe 10 different ones instead of every country having a different type of money.
Now, I think that we accidentally gave a demonstration of why it's a great idea to invest in Quest again. Well, because the team is very knowledgeable about crypto, about the economy, about the world, and we're just not launching a coin to launch a coin.
We understand
how the world turns. So yeah,
We have another question. So
Okay.
in German again.
Hey guys in Germany, thank you for joining us. So many of you.
Yeah.
And it's late in Germany.
Dankeschön.
Yeah. Okay. So his question is, which tokens have future because there is thousands of them?
Oh, now they're going for
yeah.
your knowledge. We're outside of Ulys, guys.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, meme coins and utility tokens. So we are utility token.
So which tokens have a future?
Okay, first, it's not thousands of coins. There's between 4,000 and 6,000 coins that are minted every single day. So we're talking about probably now a
Tens of thousands.
billion coins
Billions.
that
I
have
know.
been minted. Yeah, just on Pump Fund, we're talking 4,000 per day. And
Yeah, without counting.
yeah, most of them, all of them, like appear and disappear within minutes. A lot of them are created also, for example, on bonk.fun. They're created on that platform for testing purposes and simulations, and yeah, test runs a lot. So there's a lot of coins that are have very, very short lifespan because we're testing a script. We're, testing a platform. So we mint a token, we test it, and then we just abandon it. It has no real purpose. Then, as said Pablo, you have two types of coins. You got the meme coins and you have the utility tokens. Meme coins, right now, they're considered dead. In case you don't know, Pump Fund is being targeted with Solana Labs in a RICO case in the United States. They are being accused of manipulation, and I'm not going to get into that. You could read about it. So meme coins are dead. The market is highly depressed. 95% of the volume that we used to have in meme coins has disappeared. When people say, oh, we're going to send our token to 1 billion market cap, well, actually, it's not going to happen for meme coins anymore, because the cumulative, the total market capitalization in meme coins this year on Pump was 5 billion. So there's not one coin that's having 1 million. Now, if you look at the bigger market caps, if you take like Shiba Inu and Pepe and Fartcoin, I think they're taking like 75% of that cap already, which leaves peanut for the rest. So even some coins that got tremendous exposure and that were called out by like celebrities and politicians, they have trouble reaching 30 million market cap right now.
So which ones will be in the future?
Now,
Which
in the
ones
future.
actually have a future?
Okay, so Bitcoin is the only coin. All the others are tokens. And of course, that's why they call alternate coins or altcoins, same thing. Bitcoin, I do not see it, and I do not think, that's my personal opinion, some people will disagree. It is not a token that is meant for the population. It's not for the general population. This is like the government in the US that prints $10,000 bills. You never see them, but they exist. They're made for banks. That's the way that they make large payments with $10,000 bills, I think, between banks and the central bank. And so Bitcoin is more of the cryptocurrency for institutions. It's the currency for governments. It's the big guy. It's the big boy in the room. But the blockchain in itself was not coded or built to scale for really mass adoption, ease of use, and low fees and rapid transactions. Now, this is where Ethereum comes in. So we got that clear. Bitcoin, big boy, big companies, big institutions, big investments, governments, to store funds long-term securely. It's the, like, for reserve currencies,
It's the
not
gold.
like for everyday transaction. It's a gold standard. It's the gold of, exactly. Ethereum. In the case of Ethereum, they had some issues. When they launched, it was fine, but then fees started getting ridiculously high with the congestion of the congestion of their network. So then layer twos started appearing, like Arbitrum. And these layer twos, they were bundling transactions, they still do, to pass the transactions in bundles using smart contracts through the Ethereum blockchain. So they're ERC20 tokens. And this way they reduced the transaction fee to 5 cents per token. So you, instead of me sending you Ethereum directly to you, Steve, or to you, Karen, and me paying, I don't know, $25 fee to do that, or minting a smart contract, and it cost me $2,500, depending on the number of like functions that I have in the smart contracts. The more functions you add, the more expensive the contract gets. So like minting a simple smart contract, like creating a coin, is like $250. It's outrageous, outrageous. I could mint a coin. I could launch it on Polygon, mint it in a few minutes, and it's going to cost me 15 cents on Polygon. If I launch it on Solana, it's going to cost me even less. You have to be good with Rust, though, and I'm getting pretty good. Solidity is cool. So to stay on subject, Ethereum, surprisingly now, has solved this problem. The fees on Ethereum have dropped, and I think that now you can make a transaction for pennies on Ethereum. And this is now evidence that it's going to be the end of layer 2 blockchains. So Arbitrum and the lot, what are the others? I forgot their names. Anyways, the layer 2 that were bundling transactions to reduce fees, they have literally no more reasons to exist. So these layer 2s are going to disappear. Ethereum has one amazing edge that Bitcoin started solving now with Base, is that they give you the ability to literally create smart contracts, and it created also like the NFT market. You could say, yeah, but there's Polygon. Polygon is an ERC20 token. It is on Ethereum. So same thing, creating smart contracts, be able to mint NFTs, different types. So instead of ERC20, it's ERC271, and extremely low fees. So which ones will still have,
Which ones have a future?
which ones have a future? Now, that's a damn good question.
Mhm.
Shiba Inu was the first actually meme coin that was launched.
But it has no purpose.
It has no purpose.
So how can it have a
was,
future with no purpose?
started
It's going to
developing-
come down to adoption. And that's where the platform is so important.
Exactly.
But adoption is not going to come through meme coins because
It
how
could.
beneficial, convenient is it for people to own meme coins?
Like, I mean, it's again, it's because of the adoption. If everybody wanted to adopt a meme coin and call that the world currency, they could. But
Yes.
the reason
Okay.
why it has a leg up on it is because the platform itself creates adoption. It's usable, so there's a better reason why a lot of people will adopt this, and it's because of its user
You're
base.
basically saying that it's a question of offer and demand, and there's going to be a lot of demand for Quest.
Because it's useful.
Exactly.
Because it's beneficial. Because it's convenient.
Exactly.
Because it makes their life easier when they can earn free money.
It comes down to a why or why not. You know?
Yeah, we got a lot of whys. We can answer to. It's beneficial in different ways for different people, but it's still beneficial for all of these people.
If
Damn,
it
I don't
comes
think
down
we can
to
say
it,
we
the
never do
choice.
a coin live stream. Huh? It's always a different subject. It's never.
So I hope
boring.
we answered the question of which coins have an actual future. But yeah.
Steve, you wanted to add something. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, it'll come down to just a choice. You can choose one or another. And the reason why they'll choose this is because of its
Well,
function.
the question with Quest is not choosing the currency. Is that if you want to use the platform, you have to use Quest. So that's
Exactly.
why the token, as I said, is not built only on hype and community. It's backed by a real world platform that's going to literally put the tourism industry on its head. When I think we started doing it, I cross every day. Like Malta is an island with a lot of tourism. There's 500,000 people living here, Maltese, but there's 4.2 million tourists annually. And the tour guides here, they live on these tourists. And when I cross some of them that I know that are friends, they say, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're going to put me out of business.
But that's the thing is, it's
go
not
ahead. I know
going
what you're going
to
to say. Go ahead.
it's not going to adversely affect the tourist business. It's going to accelerate it and work with it. So we're not trying
If they're
to kill
smart, they're going to
tourism
make
with
a
it.
lot more money with it.
Exactly. Like it's going to be more of a hand in hand. And then it'll get to a point where this is one step above.
So to answer the question, which tokens have a future, there is no brighter future than this US Quest, because I want to bring it
So
back
there you
to
go. That's
Quest.
the answer. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Quest. All
And
the
Quest.
others, forget it.
Exactly.
Well,
For
the
now-
great thing about it is it's not actually fighting against anything. And again, it comes down to the why wouldn't you? Because it goes along with absolutely everything. You know, we're not trying to really, we're changing things, but not like a wall. It's
How do you love the
really just
zero
opening up
competition that we
corridors.
have? Zero freaking competition.
And Alex has explained it of other lives too. We have zero competition now, but even we cannot have any competition in the near future because it would take at least 2-3 years or more and a team of, 8 to 10 developers to actually try and build this platform. So we're far from having any competition whatsoever. And then what would be the point once you have the first mover, once you're the first one in the field? I mean,
and why would you compete against it when you could just buy in?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we have a bright future ahead.
I want to answer to Ryan in our group. He says, I think the live stream is too focused on crypto in general. It would be better, in my opinion, if it were just about Quest. New viewers would be blown away when they hear about the plans, how far along they are, and how the community is contributing. Look, we're streaming 10 hours a day, every day. And every day we have a new subject and we cover new ground.
Yeah.
If we were every day just going to talk about Quest, we would bore the hell out of our viewers, but we're putting Quest into the context of even international finance right now.
Yeah.
So we are talking about Quest.
And you have to put Quest in this context of crypto and blockchain and Web3 so people understand the benefits of Quest. So yes, you have to go a bit larger, but always bring it back. And that's what we're saying.
Well, we're talking about like $1 billion market cap, a company that's going to be a legacy project. Now, how do we fit in the global economy, in the global marketplace? Well, we have to talk about all the other
Mass
things.
onboarding.
So I understand, like always be positive, upbeat, etc., and talk only about Quest. Dude, this is not about hype. We're not here just to hype it, and just talk about that. We talk
But we could
about
talk
a lot of
about
things.
Could
Yeah.
talk
No,
about
but we're
Quest.
bringing facts and
for anybody new.
arguments in real life. It's not just hype, like you're saying.
Yeah, but man, ask Steven. Steven, please explain to Ryan or even to Karine what's going on in other spaces when they're talking about other projects. Tell them.
Nothing.
What's going on?
Nothing's happening.
Well, no, there's a lot going on. It's mass hype. It's everything now. But when everything is now, it also easy come, easy go, high up, high down. Equal and opposite reaction. That's what
I could do it. Yo, bro, you're so right, bro. Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Oh, no, I know. I can't.
We're gonna move, guys. You have to be locked in. Follow everybody looking at the stream.
Yeah, yes, it is important that the coin goes to a certain point. Extremely important, which we're working on as we speak. But yeah, it's not like the typical scenario.
Look, I'm not insulting anybody. The bro hype guys, I listen to those streams and I have a blast. It's fun. It's a culture. It's the meme culture, etc. We're just we're different.
But we're an organization. We're building infrastructure on the blockchain. It's a real company backing that's behind this token. So you cannot compare with the meme coin. You can appreciate both, but you cannot compare them, and you cannot apply the same marketing techniques or the same mindset, the same mentality. It's not the same thing.
Well, and look, we did some contests, we did some giveaways, we had incredible talks about the future of the company and the kind of business deals, corporate deals, everything that's going on, what we're doing, where we're going to. We talked about the technology, how we built it, etc. Why is it not that we can't talk about the current market structure, what's going on in general? It's affecting everybody, and of course it's affecting us as well.
Just how we fit in this whole thing.
Well, how we fit in all this, and how this, as we just said it, demonstrate that in this incredibly hard context for all investors, how we're the best option at the present time.
Well, this just came about because somebody asked the question. That's how this whole topic started. Just answering somebody's question.
Yeah, that's true also, Ryan. We're talking like this because somebody asked several questions. The Germans, when they ask these questions, they're serious, man. They're Germans.
Yeah. So I hope the ones that ask the questions are satisfied with the responses, but continue doing your own research. It's not financial advice.
So are your German friends satisfied with the explanations we gave?
They went sleeping.
They went to
I bored them to death. Holy shit.
Do we have another question? Oh, okay. I thought there was another question.
Okay, so guys, like Ryan, whatever, you want to talk about Quest? Give us a subject. What do you want to talk about? Let us know, please.
I'd like it if they came on air.
Tell us what quest you're on.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
You want to come on the space with us and talk and speak your mind and give your opinion. You know
Please
that
do.
we accept everybody's opinion. We even let people argue and criticize and disagree. We have a very democratic community.
We're still waiting for
I
some
think it-
videos tonight. Anybody visited a landmark?
1 million, and if
Bring us
it's,
with you.
if it's Egyptian pyramids or Sudani pyramids, you will get 1,500,000 tokens. So yeah.
Machu Picchu. That's kind of like the target.
Okay, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there. We went to Machu Picchu, Chichen Itza. We went there. We actually were one of the rare that, like, we went to the top of it, and the view was absolutely breathtaking. Like 360 degrees, all you see is trees. Absolutely incredible. Now you're not allowed to go on top anymore. They limited the access. So yeah, Ryan is. Please hold. Let's see. Yeah, Ryan, please come on board. It would be nice. We'd love to have you or any other guest if somebody wants to come in.
It's
Just let us
your
know.
bag is like having shares in a company. You're not just looking at, when you have shares in a company, you're not looking at the chart every single day. You know you have shares in a company and they're there and you own them, but you don't keep looking every single.
Well, that's the peace of mind of Quest compared to a meme coin.
Yes, so that's why Quest has a future and not necessarily the others.
Somebody made an excellent point. I read two things. Oh, this is a good one. I have to give credit where credit is due. Link, I love Link. I tried messaging him to follow us and talk about Quest, but great account on X. And Link posted, when a bank robs us, it's called like business. When what was it?
When we rob a bank.
When we rob a bank, it's a crime. When the crypto bros rob each other by rugging each other, well, it's just meme coins. It's just crypto. It was an absolutely amazing
Look
analogy.
at Ryan's comment.
He says, Ryan, love to see you every evening live streaming. It's great, but I'm so hyped about this one. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about Bitcoin. This is the big future at 100. Thank you, mate. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you,
absolutely right. We get it. Love you, mate. Yeah, but the Germans asked me, I had to answer the Germans, we're
But
serious.
like you said, it shows also the extent of your knowledge in this industry, in this with this technology of blockchains and Web3 and crypto, and how government uses it. What's the advantages for the people, for the corporations? You know your thing. So when you built this platform, you have all of this in mind and you understand, and that's why it's built securely, safely, aligning with MiCA and other legislations, able to scale if legislations change or new regulations come up. You're able to, it's not stuck. Alex will be able to make sure that it's always up to date with those regulations, so there are no issues. It reassures the users and makes the experience of using Ulys Quest and earning free money more enjoyable, because you don't have to worry about the rest.
I didn't build something with the only intention of benefiting us and only looking at our interest. My sole preoccupation was always the protection of our investors and the protection of the users on our platform. So we have military-grade security. And the way that I build the distribution system, saying that we have the token of the company in a multi-signature wallet, and then having the payments done directly to the wallets of the users, and we're not being custodians. It means that the supply, if somebody were like to hack our multi-sig wallet, like steal your key, steal my key, steal your key, and get access to the multi-sig wallet and steal the reserve that we purchased on the market, the open market, like everyone, those tokens would be gone, but it would be our responsibility to buy more Quest and to continue paying out the users. But the users that have their money in their own wallets, that would be unaffected. So it would never be like an exchange getting hacked, their reserves being drained, and that's the money of the investors, and they're out of all their cash. So I really made sure that the users are always protected. And already with our experience and the multi-sig wallet we have in place and other functions, man, we're being targeted every single day by hackers to try and get to us because we're a prime target. And
Well,
I'm
you're
a prime
talking free
target
money, so everybody,
as a
people
developer.
will try to get free
Yeah.
money in their own way.
But I worked 15 years in law enforcement. I was in the cybercrime division. I helped in Washington set up the C3, the Cybercrime Center. Yeah, go ahead, make
And
my
we
day.
care for you and I care a lot
Clint
for the
Eastwood.
most vulnerable people in society. And we don't want these people.
We do.
And that's why the platform also is built to be able to help the most vulnerable people on this planet. They have ways to get out of their misery and be able to start dreaming and achieving their dreams and their goals again.
So look, Trevor says, Quest is building the future. Valietan responds, for sure, conviction. This is something new to this space, and everyone can make something off it, not just holders, everyone. I don't know people are backing away from an idea like this. Everything works well. Patience, the project will be a success. And Ryan responds, I'm not going anywhere, but the market doesn't have the patience.
Doesn't have to be patient.
Yeah,
Because
the
tech
market
is
doesn't have to be patient. I'm sorry, you're right. The tech is done, it works, it's fabulous. It has future big time. Thank you, Ryan.
Well, the only way is to have the social proof, the videos that we're asking to be shared, posted, reposted, and showing everybody that it's as easy as
So
tap,
the
claim,
600 people in our
visit,
community,
tap,
Yeah.
and earn. I'm trying to remember the
visit, confirm, and learn, but tap is good also.
yeah, tap,
600 people in our community, even if just 100 of you guys, sometime during your day, sometime during the week, sometime during the month, passes by a landmark,
One
stops,
landmark.
confirms your presence, take a video, put it on social media, tag it. These things are going to go viral. Viral.
And that's how people are going to start using it now and not in the future. But when they're going to see so many videos, and each video is tagged with Ulys Quest, so people go visit the website and understand you can get free money by just visiting a landmark.
And they're going to discover Quest. And
It's
they're gonna
worth
find out it's a great
more than
investment.
any calls or any marketing that you would have to pay for,
Or buying boosts.
or buying
It's even
boosts.
better than that.
And it costs zero. People that don't even like to write posts on X to be able to share your share. It's just a video. 10, 15, 20-second video where we see you, or at least your cell phone, where it says, it gives the name of the landmark and it says, congratulations, you've just earned your 50 tokens. Next to the landmark, because people at least want to see the real landmark. Tag Ulys Quest, tag the city in which this landmark is, tag the landmark itself with the name, because that will also bring attention from the governments and from the cultural organizations, the one taking care of these landmarks. If you're tagging, you add the hashtag of the name of the landmark, we'll get this attention and people's attention, because people's attention, they will like to see.
Somebody is
landmarks.
making a very good point, saying all we need is a few more eyes on this.
We're very close.
Now, when we have 50 people, 100 people, 200 people going out,
In the same
confirming their
week,
presence, and that in the 5 different continents across the planet,
And in the
people
same
from
week?
different countries, different cities, different towns, different continents, everything,
on
Marking your
different
presence.
social media.
What do you think
platforms?
is going to happen? You can talk about this. What would happen with the news? Then the news would pick us up because we would have significance. Please explain that aspect.
In every newsroom or news website, whatever.
Let me say first that Karen worked in the television industry for over 15 years. She was at the head of she worked in management in the closed captioning department in the newsroom at the biggest television station in the French one in Quebec and Canada. She knows what she's talking about.
Mainly in the continuous news channel, so that's the one running 24 hours a day. So I had teams over there, and so you know how it works in the newsroom. Access to the ones that decide what's going to be covered, access to journalists and reporters on a daily basis. They were my colleagues, my superiors, and everything. So there is in practically every newsroom that covers general information, general news, you have somebody that will follow every tech innovation. Another one that's going to cover what's mostly travel. Another one into education. Another reporter for politics. So they are there. And if they see something in their field that's coming and popping, and they're following the different hashtags, obviously, they will start digging into it more and more. The more they see it, the more they're going to dig into it. And then at some point, it's inevitable. They will have to cover it for public interest because it has a global relevance. They can't just ignore it because if they do, well, people will go follow it somewhere else. And they always want to be the first one to talk about something new and interesting and original. They know about the politics, they know about the wars here and there, but there is periods in the year where there's nothing to talk about, when the governments are off season and not necessarily
like
in
Christmas,
session.
the holidays. Well, they're
Yes.
covering the holiday stuff.
No, but they need more because they have the same subject of Christmas coming back every year, and at some point they're dying to have innovative and new, interesting subjects for people. So we don't need to pay advertising for the newsrooms because the moment the topic is relevant, is of public interest, it's free. They have the obligation of covering it, of talking about it. They have the interest because they want to stand out from the other newsroom. So we don't need to pay the medias. Paying the medias at this point means that you're paying for something that's not of global interest. We have all the arguments for medias to come, but not looking at the market cap, looking at what the platform is. If you want medias in the cryptocurrency or in Web3 or in tech innovation that will be looking at the market cap, then we cannot contact them right away. We have to wait for the market cap to be at a certain point before getting their attention.
Yeah, but to get their attention, we can also, like, you post something, and when you post it and you tag us, then we could tag the media and telling, like Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, in other words, cover our coin because look, we have real world utility. And that's what some guys did that have been covering us on the crypto space right now. We're not paying any calls or influencers at all.
There is
these
no
guys
point
are saying,
because
wow, real
it has
utility.
a global relevance.
Yeah.
It
So
has
now-
a public interest. It's solving issues at so many levels that we're inevitable because of that. We have a solution to a partial solution to mass tourism and over tourism. We have a solution for victims of abuse. We have a partial solution for homeless people. We have another solution for education.
Governments, landmark preservation.
Landmark preservation. You just take one and it can be an article in itself.
Yeah.
And one story on the news.
So let me talk to specifically the Quest token investors. You guys are eager to see this token go up. You're eager to see a billion market cap. Well, it's quite simple. If every single one of you goes out there, goes visits a landmark, posts it, tags us, we are going to be so relevant. We're going to have so much power, so much push, and that even the Coles and the influencers on CT will say, oh, goddamn, I can't not put a comment on this. This is huge.
The first question will be, how can we reach the founders? Where are they?
Exactly.
Can
We'll
they
be
come for an
invited.
interview?
On X too.
Okay, so this is,
Reporters will love to do the test themselves and go ask people if they used it, if they're willing to try it. That's what reporters do. They go outside. They do the test themselves. They'll try the app. They have the cameraman coming with them. Although today the journalist is the cameraman himself.
Yeah.
And they'll try the app. And they put that on the news at 6:00 or at noon.
and it's a move.
And that's it. And you have millions of people finding out about the app and say, oh, if they talked about it on the news, then it's something I should go
And it's
check.
not like a meme coin. Once we skyrocket, it'll stay there. We'll be trending everywhere, and the adoption will be colossal because it's not like, okay, went up, let's cash in our profit all the
But
way
they're
down,
not
and then
covering,
there's no more utility. It's over.
and not only that, when they, most of the news channels that have covered stories in the cryptocurrency, they're talking about the rugs and the scammers and the ones that were jailed.
Always something negative.
It's something negative. News rooms are dying for good news because most of the time they have to report bad things. Something, a weather, tornado and floods and wars, and they need something that's more uplifting. And the Christmas season is also something where you want to have uplifting news, something joyous, because there's too many negatives
Yes,
around.
there was a massacre at the Christmas market.
Oh,
So
no.
if you
It doesn't
have
stop, man.
Yeah.
If you have any connections to reporters, journalists, even if it's not in that specific field, reporters have, they report the news that they hear about or the topics, and they report it to the superior that then tells, okay, this journalist will cover it. But they each share all the ideas, every ideas that they have brainstorming session, and they have a list in reserve of topics that they will need to cover when they need to fill the airtime because they have nothing else to talk about anymore.
Well, that's also one thing. If we have social proof,
They need social proof. They
Well-
absolutely need social proof to cover it.
then imagine if I spend $13,600 and I get the gold package with chain wire. They post our press release, they push it out to 100 crypto websites, and we have guaranteed placement in the front page of Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, News BTC, Into the Block, you name
Yes.
it. We're there because it's part of the package. But if in the press release we show evidence of the social proof, then the reporters in these magazines and these online sites like Cointelegraph or CoinDesk gets 10 million viewers per month. The other one, 7 million, then 4 million. Even like CoinSniper gets 1.5 million. We already know these numbers. So,
But you're talking, even if you talk about CNN Travel, Euronews Travel, and it's
Yes.
millions and millions of viewers.
well, that's why this press release will be picked up by them if they see that there's mass social proof linked to it and not just us claiming something.
Yes, but even without paying that 13,000 for this golden package, the newsroom need something like this, and you have a lot of public interest in global relevance. That's all they need, and they need social proof. So yes, we're telling you, and we're rewarding you with a bigger gift to go out and have fun, and it's enjoyable to see those videos. But understand that behind it, those videos have another utility. They're working for everybody's interest. When you have enough social proof, they'll come running to cover the story,
So you want to see your bag?
and at zero cost.
That's it. Help us out. That's what
Newsroom,
I say.
you don't need to pay them to cover. If you have a good story, and it's in everybody's interest to know about it, they will cover it.
You know how it's going to help you personally?
Sorry, I worked in the
It's-
newsroom. I'm passionate also about my experience I
It's
had
going to
there.
help you in two ways. You're going to go to a landmark. You're going to earn 50 Quest tokens. Then you're going to post it on your social media. You're going to tag us. We're going to raid your post. So you're going to get a massive social media following.
Let's
So you want to
go.
increase your social media recognition and presence. It's going to be done. You could be mentioned in the news because you brought social proof.
Wow.
And if you hold some Quest tokens, your bag's going to be worth a fortune.
If
So
somebody
when-
goes and visits a spot soon here, they'll get a lot more than 50 tokens.
Again,
When we
yeah.
did, for an example, the Jigsaw Puzzle International Convention, Alex was invited, yes, in the United States, at different news
Oh
channels,
my God, it was everywhere.
while we were
Wow.
there. But there were also a lot of news coverage in Canada because we come from Canada. They didn't ask us anything. They went to ask the sponsors and the people coming to the convention that were traveling from Canada to the
Yeah,
US.
they're talking CBS.
And we ended up finding out about news coverage that we never even solicited or asked or
Yeah.
were part of, because they heard about it or somebody that was traveling from Canada mentioned it to a friend. I don't know how it happened, but we got coverage outside. And even after the convention finished, I had people calling me up. Well, tell me how all this started. Now I want to write a whole story from the before, while, and after. And I'm like, but I thought the convention was over.
Mm.
But that's what I'm saying. They pick it up at different times. You never know. But there, as soon as there's an interest, and when we're talking jigsaw puzzles, we're talking about a niche of the population using jigsaw puzzles. We can't even compare this to travel and tourism industry, where it concerns everybody. Because even if people don't travel in another country or across the world, in their own city, they can still walk around the city and discover it. So it's travel and tourism, but it can be, there's three levels of travel and tourism industry. There's the local ones, where you're staying in your own city. There's the national one, where you're going in your own country, because some countries are really huge. So you're going from north to south, east to west. So that's another level of traveling and tourism. And then you have the international tourism. And our platform caters to all levels of travel and tourism. So imagine, I think the 9 trillion that we're talking about is only on the international level.
Yeah.
I don't think it even takes into account the national travelers and the local travelers. So we're talking big numbers, and it's all based on facts. We're not inventing and taking these numbers out of nowhere. When we're saying a billion market cap, yes, if you have a meme coin that goes to a billion market cap and drops afterwards and has absolutely no purpose and no utility, why would a coin like this, with everything we've been mentioning for the past few days, wouldn't go to a billion market cap? It wouldn't make sense.
Shiba has no utility. It was at 4.6 billion market cap a week ago. Fartcoin reached like 2.6 billion market cap. Now it's down. It went down to 283
And
billion.
the difference is just the utility.
Yeah, when we're going to reach certain levels, our floor is going to be solid. It's not going to go down. So this is where generational wealth comes in, because you can buy literally. And Steve, you're the one who's really good at explaining this. What would you have done if you would have known back in the day that you could literally own a percentage of a company like Amazon or Airbnb or Facebook or Microsoft?
Right? Any one of those when they're in the garage. Basically, you're the person walking by on the sidewalk and somebody says, hey, you want to buy a part of my company? You're going to have like 3 or 4%. I just need, a few $100. And then you say, no, I'm not interested. Well, you would have had tens of billions.
Ask people to go and to click on the rocket.
Okay.
But not only you could own a part of a big company, but you would gain voting rights, because it's going to be a decentralized autonomous organization.
I think people have to realize how the platform is completely functional, but it's still getting better daily. But realistically, it's still very early on. And that
It's extremely early
right,
on. Yes.
getting in on that this time is such a great opportunity, and a great opportunity to absolutely everybody. Like I was speaking to the one guy the other day, and he said I was only able to buy $50, and I said, "Do you realize what $50 is going to be worth one day? Like you don't have to buy thousands to make it worth something. This isn't Bitcoin where you're going to put 10,000 down and you're going to get 20,000 out. This could be as simple as $50 here, $50 there."
It's still at 41K.
That's weird. I have something here. Yeah, the tech is completely, the platform is completely functional today. Yes, there'll be some adjustments here and there, but it's just to make it better. But people can use it today. It's not a project. It's not, even if the news are covering it, people can go right after listening to it and try it out right away.
Well, you can try it right now. I'd like somebody to try it right now. I'm surprised.
Yes, I'm still waiting for a video for tonight.
Right, please. And then you earn an extra 10,000 token.
Yeah, just one.
Or go visit one of the top 100. Go visit a very famous location. I believe it was $1 million if somebody does it while we're live, and we're not going to be live 24 hours here. So if somebody can even just shoot a message saying they're on their way, so we can hold on. But there has to be somebody out there that's close.
Before ending the live.
Sorry, just checking onto something there.
For sure, there's somebody out there that is close to one of the top 100 locations and can go there and make a video and earn yourself a lot of extra tokens. And on top of that, a free landmark of their own. Obviously not one of the top 100, but top 10,000. And that's pretty good considering how many locations are actually in the world. We're talking, what was that the other day? The Bean. 20 million visitors a year, and you get 5% from each visitor. Or the guy with the train station, right? Guaranteed visitors, and you're going to get a percentage for life. And then that was the other thing.
We need to have the 20 million visitors actually using the app. We're being very conservative and saying even if 1% or 0.5% of these people start using the app, you're already making money and you're already offsetting the cost. If you got it gifted, it's even better. But really, it's worth it. So
you mentioned honestly,
I don't know how many more whys we need to convince more people.
You mentioned it the other day. The best thing you could do, because we talk about homeless and helping the homeless. If you've got a cell phone on you, if you're not very well off and you don't have a job and you really need some money, I advise you to go to one of these locations, earn your 50 tokens, which I'm aware it's not a big deal just yet, but get that location as your land, claim it, you'll be gifted it, and then hang out in front and get people to sign up to the app and use it right away. And now you're making money off of that place for the rest of your life. That could be your job, just hanging out in front of your spot, being like, hey, try this app. And as soon as they try it, look, you get 50 tokens right away, just being here.
But you're bringing up a great point, because that means that every person that will be owning a landmark will be marketing that landmark in some way because they want to make more money out of it. So every person that owns a landmark becomes an ambassador and a marketer for everybody to enjoy it.
Right, and a win-win. You're not charging people to go to your landmark. Well, not really, because they're still benefiting from it. Everybody wins. That's the great part of this. Nobody loses. And the app is free.
How many platforms do you know where everybody gets a win?
Right? And no charge for using the app. Like, that's another thing. We're not saying sit out in front of this place and sell these cookies. It's not costing you $5 to download the app. No, it's free. And then you earn. So it's only a win-win.
So
And then
we know about
getting these landmarks for free, like you can get your own landmark for free right now if you try it. Not just that, but if you try it now, and I mean right now, you get extra tokens, 10,000 tokens, which could end up being more than $10,000.
Stephen, I'm going to mention something strange here. Everybody's seeing it in our group. We have a bot, Stefan's by bot. It's tracking the purchases on the blockchain. That's tracking and is giving us buy alerts. And somebody supposedly spent 62 Solana to buy Quest. So that's $7,416, and it supposedly shot up the market cap to $78,000. No, but it's a glitch. It's a bug. I've been looking at it for a while now. It's a bug. It's probably a bug with the buy bot. But what's interesting in this,
I was going to say
the amount.
It's the amount. We're currently at 41,000 market cap, and if that person would have theoretically spent $7,400. The market cap shoots up to $78,000. So that's just to help everybody understand how a $7,400 market cap could a purchase could bring the market cap up by 30. How much? 38,000 bucks. So you're at a ratio of almost 4 to 1. It's insane. So this is why, actually, I wouldn't have been happy if this was real.
No, I was just going to say that. That's
I
not
wouldn't
an
be
ideal
happy
scenario
at all.
there.
At all. It would have, screwed up.
And you would have some people taking right away
Unless they
their
lock.
profits and not holding. So that wouldn't have helped too much.
Yeah, no, because then people would be afraid to buy on top of that because they'd say, well, this guy now is a position to rug everybody. So it's not a purchase on the group, guys. Calm down. But that's why also, if you guys don't want to get caught by some whales coming in, picking up large supply, and then you're left holding the bag, buy before the fucking whales. It's that simple.
Right. But you're also being told, like everybody, if you miss this, you're being told that there are whales watching this right now. It just has to get to a certain amount. And not just a certain amount, but a volume of people. We need 1,000 or 2,000 buyers, not necessarily large numbers here, but we have to get buyers and to a certain market cap, and then these whales are going to buy in. So you're being told right now that your money will go up, but we got to get to that market cap. That's the only thing holding any of this back. So,
and to be able to bring the market cap up, small investors are better than a big one right now. And sharing posts, we mentioned what we can do for marketing right now. Posts on X, raids, and social proof videos. If everybody, at least even half of the people, would go out, visit a landmark. I know we've said it, we're repeating it, but it's really the thing that's going to cost the least, and it's going to go viral much faster than anything else. Because even if you rate posts on X, it's the X community, but we know there's huge communities on Instagram and TikTok of travelers, all the travel influencers.
Reddit. That is amazing. But don't talk about crypto, just to attract attention to the platform. And it's
earn rewards by traveling.
Yeah, Reddit is Reddit is against crypto.
I mean, if you rate posts only on X, you stay with the small community. You want to attract the masses, you want mass adoption, you want to onboard people from Web 2 and get them to use this platform, you need to go outside of X, not stay in X constantly. And it's travel to earn. So you don't have to mention necessarily the word cryptos and blockchain and Web3. People don't want to know what's behind it. They just want to know, what does it do for me? How convenient it is?
Exactly.
Does it benefit me in any way? What difference is it going to make in my daily life? Is it going to help me? So these are the angles of the posts and videos that you share. how is this helping others? How is it beneficial? You should use it because first it's fun, it's enjoyable, you get to visit things, landmarks, you get to learn along the way, and you get to earn some rewards if you don't want to use the words crypto. But yes, rating inside of X is one thing. Social proof of visiting and sharing and hopefully winning the 50,000 tokens because your video was the best video when it got shared multiple times. And also just talking around to people you know. I've discovered an app, this is what it does. That's it, just plant seeds here and there. And if you tell that to someone and then this person reads it somewhere else and sees one post where Ulys Quest is tagged and then hears it on the news and it's going to snowball.
Jeff Sound says, Solana is rugging and we're holding strong. Let's fucking go. You're right, mate. We're holding strong and we're fighting to for it to hold strong. We're fighting by putting in a lot of work, a lot of hours to try and get as many people's attention to this. And we are so close, so close. We're on the verge.
Even if you don't see it completely moving now, for multiple reasons, don't underestimate the fact that there's probably a lot of big, important people watching.
I'll run everybody's radar.
Not saying maybe a word, not doing anything, and just waiting. So you don't know at which moment it's going to explode.
No, I see it by one.
But they're there.
I see the whales, and I see the influencers and the calls that are actually following us on X.
Okay.
We have 800 followers on X. You could say it's not a big number, but you have to see the quality of these followers. Frightening. So these big calls and also following us.
Just keep planting the seeds. Just repeat the word Ulys Quest.
They have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers. They don't follow many accounts, but they're following us. There's a reason. We're on their radar.
Because just the fact that it's a utility token on the blockchain, we've never seen, other than the different layers that you're talking about, the different platforms which allow you to do transactions. Put that aside, there is no utility token. We've only heard about altcoins and meme coins. So
games, there's a lot of games, but like they call it tap to earn, but it's actually grind to earn because you have to tap like 1 trillion times to earn dust.
Yeah, but will that appeal to the masses?
No.
Will the masses use that?
No, absolutely not.
Exactly. So what appeals to the masses, Ulys Quest does.
Yeah.
So it's just getting the word around. And if one person hears it from 3 different sources, then they're going to start saying, well, okay, I have 3 people told me about it. Maybe I should actually go and check.
Yeah, Steve?
Yeah, what would be great is if you have an X profile or you know of one, say, asking what's a real project, what can I really get into, and you see something like this, if you could make a post and link it to Telegram so that we can all rate it or just pitch out, like you don't even need admin. If you just post it on the Telegram, you made a nice post, a good spot, then we can do something about it and everybody can chip in. And if you have a lot of followers on X, like my X page is pretty much brand new. I just started doing it when I got on here.
Yeah, Zyron is saying, hi, Team Quest. Good night, guys. Good night, Zyron. Thank you for joining us. He's from Brazil. Sorry for the interruption, Steve. Go ahead.
Yeah, my X account is pretty new. I just opened it a week before I started onto this. So I know there's a lot of guys out there who have more followers, or know of more people. So you can always help out by posting these things where they should be posted and then just link it to the Telegram, and that would help out a lot.
Yeah. All right, mate. It's currently exactly 11:29 p.m. here in Malta. We have been streaming for 3 hours and 22 minutes after an 8-hour workday, as usual. So I think that we will leave it to that for tonight. And
is there any questions?
Yeah.
No? All good for that? Great.
So
Hopefully
thing-
somebody will send us a video. I'm still waiting for it. I know I keep coming back, but I'm curious to see the next landmark.
Yeah.
After the Washington Monument, the
Budapest,
Basilica.
Basilica in Budapest, yeah.
the Milwaukee Art
Museum.
Museum. There was another one. I can't remember.
The Amsterdam Central
Central Station.
train station built in
Exactly.
1886.
So which country will be next? Which landmark?
And who's going to be the next winner of a
We've
million
we've
questions?
got countries from Europe, and we got the States. Anybody in Australia, in Asia?
Yeah. Confirm your presence at the Sydney Opera House in Australia. It's a top tier
I'm
landmark.
curious to see a few of them. We can't travel to every single landmark, so
Detect
make us
language.
see and visit with you.
Over here, detect language,
Yeah.
and just paste
So-
it in.
Anybody listening?
I want to understand the word, but yeah, okay.
Stephen, go ahead.
Yeah, anybody listening, don't freak out and sell here just because we're gonna get off air, because we're trying to do a live. I don't know what it's on, not YouTube, X or something, interview
Oh, we're on
right
next
after
slide.
this.
Yeah, we're
And
everywhere.
they have like 600 viewers, so if that gets done, I think the price is going to skyrocket here real soon.
Yeah, and
So
I'm
let's
gonna,
try to get
I'm
those
gonna
done.
try. I'm gonna try. You and I. We're gonna try to get onto an X space with a few hundred viewers and get him on board.
Yeah, so
Right.
you can sleep. You don't need. You can sleep. We're gonna keep on doing lives, but we need to stop at some point so Alex can go into other spaces.
So it means he will come to
Yeah.
Malta. if
So
he has one
Zyron is right. We did say it when we reach 1 billion market cap. We're gonna have a huge yacht party here in Malta. And the investors will be invited to join. The top investors are going to be invited to join at our expense. And I won't make some comments on what some people said about having fun with some
No.
ladies on the yachts.
No.
Okay.
But we'll have a crazy yacht party in Malta as soon as we reach 1 billion market cap, and all investors will be invited. But anyways, you'll all be so rich that you'll be able to afford your plane ticket. So yes, Zyron, you'll be visiting Malta from Brazil very, very soon, no doubt about it.
I'll definitely take
So-
the cheapest way there.
Do you have something to say to finish
I do.
end this?
What?
Do you want to recap anything before we end the?
Nah,
Oh, there's
we're
somebody
good.
else here.
Who? Oh,
Who's
yeah,
this?
my son.
Our son,
That's my son, our son, Zachary.
the third one of the team.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he is. He's given me a lot of great ideas.
Gen Alpha here.
Stuff from this generation.
Gen Alpha Gaming. So he's giving us his insights.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
idea.
breaking up really bad.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're going to leave it to that. Everybody, thank you very much for
Thank
joining
you so
once
much
again.
again.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with another super exciting episode
You can go
of
sleep.
Quest.
No worries. Quest is still here. We're coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably going to get better. though,
The
'cause
number
this
is now
interview is gonna
increasing,
spike
but
things.
yeah.
It's always like that.
It's been acting the whole week. As soon as we want to end, there's something happening. Now the
New-
number of
new
viewers
count.
is
New viewers
increasing.
come. Always.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you
Good
very
night.
much.
Thanks.
See you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.
But-